in your case, I mean, were you a popular kid or you just like, a regular
I
kid?
was I was just a kid that talked too much, but it
Okay.
was like I was mad chill.
All right. See, yeah, that's always the smooth ones. That's always like the popular ones when it comes to like the teachers and everything because you're not causing a problem or anything like that.
Hmm.
But yeah, I don't know. I was so happy when I got out of school because I was just pretended like my days got better as soon as I graduated.
Oh, please. Oh, sure. I was kind of happy too, but only thing I did miss was like I did miss the teachers. I did miss the football. Oh my god,
Mhm.
football was life. Life was football. God, I miss basically making those sacks. I miss making those touchdowns.
Our
Ah,
team was terrible. I think every single year we got like maybe one or two touchdowns. It was
no,
a we were
I
a
was
terrible
all
team.
American. I was all American. I was all
Nice.
American until junior because me and a coach had gotten into it.
Okay.
And I was like, yo, and I told a certain person about it. I was like, yo, he said something. And I was like, you're
Mhm.
gonna have to handle that. And they was like, they really got on him about it. I was like, yeah, you should have never said opened your mouth. You
Hmm.
should have kept it professional and not even mention that.
I don't
You
know.
know.
It's like I think a lot. It's for me. My believe it or not, my dear God in heaven, my reunions, my 30-year reunion is coming up next year. Obi's is 30 years this year.
Mm.
There's no point in going. You're Facebook friends with the people you have interest in. You know what they had for breakfast or what's going on.
Exactly.
It's like when I went to my 10-year reunion, all we had was classmates. So it was actually kind of a cool thing to be able to hang out with people and get to wait with them. But then after a while, it's like, dude, we
We
share
don't
each
have
other's posts. I don't care.
yeah. Like with me, it's like most of the people either moved to another state, some of them stayed here,
Mhm.
and it's mostly women because most of the guys.
Holy hell. My
Hey, you
God.
made it. So
Dude, you don't even know. Like, apparently everyone's drunk, including my Wi Fi.
I'm working on it.
Like, at one point, the Wi Fi was out. Then, when I put the Wi Fi out, the Amazon Fire Stick TV wasn't working. And then, when I got that working, then the HBO Max app wasn't working. Like,
Dude,
everyone decided to go ahead and, like, just take a green drink
dude,
and call it a day.
dude,
You know what's
dude.
really funny though? I
Mhm.
changed all my equipment around. So I figured basically I'd test this out before we started, because it sounded okay on my side, but I wanted to make sure it was okay on yours because I don't know in this case how I personally sound. If it's better or worse, stayed the same as the other stuff goes, but
Right,
Well, to be honest, I'm actually hearing you more clearly than I have other times.
it's
right.
good. I was actually really kind of nervous about this a little bit.
Now, Ryan,
So
when you're thirsty, grab a Paramount.
Oh, yes. Well, I'm guessing you guys haven't started the movie yet, right?
no, we have not. We're
No.
about to basically we're waiting for you to show up. It's fine.
Okay, so
We're
in
talking about
case
school.
anyone was wondering, I did post something up on my Instagram and Facebook stories today, in which I may shoot myself for this because I have done challenges for this thing before. However, I did say that I would go ahead and, in the spirit of the holiday, I would actually do a drinking challenge today. Concoction of my own design, mostly of slight Irish liquors and green coloring. And I am going to be taking a drink every time someone says the word spice.
Spice. Okay, so every time, so basically, when we had Peacemaker, every time someone dropped an f bomb, you ate a flaming hot Cheeto, and after like 37, 40, whatever it was, you were in hell. So in this
Yes.
case, you're just going to get drunk in honor of St. Patrick's Day.
Well, the whole idea of it is that with Dune, the one thing that I always remember about this movie from the original 80s version was everyone talking about the spice and how important the spice was and the spice melange. Actually, if someone actually says the full spice melange thing,
Okay.
I will be taking a swig of my Tullamore Dew 12-year aged casket whiskey. That's why
Okay.
there is so much little of this left. This has only been touched ever so often, but I will finish it possibly today because
Okay.
of this damn movie. 2.5 hours, not even the full story, only
Yep.
the first half. And I can only imagine how much this is probably going to get mentioned.
Yeah. That and
Yeah.
also the fact that it's nominated for 10 Oscars, and maybe we'll delve in a little bit more about the original one from 1984 that I remember as well.
Yeah, how can you forget Sting in a bikini, basically?
Sting in a bikini, a Next Generation Patrick Stewart, who was still bald at that point. And
He's
also,
been bald ever since I've known him. I don't think I've
dude,
ever seen him in any
Patrick
film
Stewart went.
where he's
Apparently,
had hair.
Patrick Stewart supposedly went bald at like the age of 19.
Oh,
Good for
wow.
him. He
Really
learned how to
sucks.
use it. It's pretty much
Yeah,
like Leslie Nielsen when he went gray-haired.
Yeah, or when Leslie Nielsen basically landed.
Or me when I was in first year of high school and I got gray hair.
You got gray hair in high school?
Dude.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Oh, how badly did the kids knock on you for that?
They did, but then after a while they stopped talking because when they basically saw me as the fight what that I was telling,
Yeah.
and also
Oh, you were old enough
football.
to be like, boy, I brought you in this world. I'll take you out, even though they're
Yeah.
in the same grade.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah, they realize that they can't fuck with him and pick on him that way, so you just kind of just accept it for what it is.
It's like my soul's old, but my fist is young.
But yeah, so okay, so basically the Ryan O'Regan drinking challenge. Every time the word spice is said, Ryan takes a swig in honor of St. Patrick's Day
Why are you torturing yourself, Ryan?
for the benefit
First
of
of
all of us.
all, it is St. Patrick's Day, and out of all three of us, I have to lay claim on this day because by last name alone, this is like my thing, and by middle name alone, if you bring my full middle name and my confirmation name, I am Ryan Patrick James O'Regan.
Oh dear God!
Yes. So
O'Regan
if anyone's
O'Regan.
going to do anything on this day that could possibly detriment themselves, it's gonna be me.
Is there a Flanagan or O'Shaughnessy in there somewhere?
No. That's the other.
No,
end of the
that's why his
family.
background is green. So it's like,
Yeah.
And the fact of the matter is, I knew I was going to be doing this. I actually ended up having work today, which I was supposed to be off. So this is the first I'm going to be drinking at all today. And the fact that I'm going to be in Disney for like the next week with my family, I figured, let me get myself good now so I can handle them for a week.
Well, I will mention this on air once we get going a little bit. I've already told Devani this, but I'm going to tell you too. I hate you fuckers. Both of you motherfuckers, I hate your asses.
Any particular reason why?
What's that?
Why?
We'll get into it in due time. I mean, listen, it's hate with love. Let's say it's not like venom hate, but he knows why. But we'll get into it definitely. Yes, I have agreed to do something, that we talked about last week that will be used for charity purposes. So we'll be raising money. But
good.
it will.
That's a good thing, though.
Yeah, we're raising money through for St. Jude's probably, most likely. We're going to some things out. But yes, we'll be discussing that and why, to the both of you guys right now. I'm giving that to you.
I just got here. What did I do?
Listen,
I haven't
again,
even drank yet. I haven't said anything defamatory.
No, it's not this week. It's last week. And I'm gonna go through unbridled hell for this, but we're doing it for charity, so I'll deal with that at that point. Anyway, let's get going.
By the way, I love how we all have like red, blue, green hat thing going on, like what the Powerpuff Girls.
Yeah.
Also, I'm the leader.
So sorry, canonically, the Rowdy Rough Boys. So that's fine.
Well, see, I don't remember the names of them, but does that make me Bubbles? I guess I kind of am.
Yeah, you would be Bubbles. I would be Buttercup. Devani would be Blossom.
I don't know. I can see the two of you maybe in reverse. I don't know. But anyway, we'll get started. What do you say?
I don't know. He's a little too laid back to be the aggravating one.
I'm definitely Bubbles, though. Definitely.
Oh, yeah. No. You're just such a Bubbles.
Oh, yeah.
like how they used to do with Sex and the City. It's like, you're such a Charlotte. No, you're definitely a Bubbles.
Yeah, which Sex and the City character would I be? Not that I really remember them.
I want to say Miranda, and that's only because of the skin.
Is that the redhead, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, she was a slut, I think, apparently.
No. Miranda was Cynthia Nixon.
That's right. Okay.
She was the more prim and proper one.
Okay.
Then you had the Carrie, who was like the leader with Big and all them. You had the one played by what's her face? That was the
Kim Cattrall, and then the hot one in my mind.
That was the one that was always trying to get married. That was the marriage obsessed one.
She was the one that I found was the cutest of the bunch because she had that sort of girl next door sort of thing going, and that's my thing. It's not hot; it's cute. That I prefer.
Yeah, probably the one out of all four of them that's aged the most gracefully, I'd say.
Right.
But again, I'm a white male, so my opinion means nothing.
I don't know. All I know is that basically they did another series of it, and like friggin' nobody cared about it when it was released. It was apparently terrible.
Also on HBO Max.
Also on HBO Max too. So,
which we're not going to watch.
No. Unless that's the torture that he has to do for charity.
No.
If you have to go ahead and
horrible experience. So
if you have to watch and just like that,
And just
Straight
like that,
through,
yeah.
full season.
So, we good, gentlemen?
Yes, we are. I'm about to press play.
All right. Yeah,
I am
basically.
at 33 seconds.
All right. I actually have not started yet, but what I'll do is I'll just count down 5, 4, the usual 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll go for it.
Well, the 33 seconds puts you at HBO movie presentation.
Okay.
Okay.
Devani, where are you at?
HBO presentation.
Okay.
All right.
And Scott is queuing up. And hopefully all of you who are watching with us, you are queuing up as well. Definitely go ahead to the 33-second mark. So this way you can get through the trailer for, I think it's DMZ.
It was something Rosario Dawson. That's all I saw.
Yeah, the Demilitarized Zone. It's from a DC comic.
Okay.
Not necessarily DC. I think it might have been Vertigo. But it's... I don't see it going anywhere. We'll be lucky if we get the season. I have been watching Our Flag Means Death. That I love.
I've been watching Brockmire. So, working on Brightside right now, or Hello Tomorrow with Hank Azaria. It's kind of funny to see the project he just did prior. So, anyway, yeah, let's get started. Basically rolling down in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bam-o.
Oh, crap. Did I put closed captioning on this?
I hope so. Well, in the first case, if you did close captioning.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's saying dreams and messages. From
I think you'll be okay there. So, hey, product placement.
Wow, WB been throwing stuff out there,
dude. Yeah, why is this going to show up in like Space Jam 3?
Never
don't jinx it already, man.
Never ever bring Space Jam 2 or 3.
Dude, I went on a rant on that the other day on Grind My Gears about the fact that Space Jam 2 is quite literally Hook with basketball. Guy doesn't get along with this kid, goes into a different dimension while the kid forms a relationship with his little kidnapper in a different dimension, and has to fight to get him back. It's Hook. It's literally Hook with basketball and technology.
He even makes funny faces like Hook.
Yeah. Dude, I went on this freaking rant the other day. It's going to go up on the Tales YouTube channel, I think tomorrow night. But rolling over the sand. We got our first spice drink.
All right.
Ryan has agreed that every time they say the word spice, he has to take a shot. And it took him all of 9 seconds in this movie for him to take shot number 1.
I made a good mix.
Oh, what's good?
Spice harvesters, okay.
2. I think just keep it with spice, not the whole phrase.
Someone write down, make a tally now of how many times I've done so far.
All right.
So that's 2 so far.
Yeah.
But basically what I did is I took the liquor and I mixed it with water to dilute it. And then lemonade and iced tea powder.
Oh, dude, you are going to die.
3.
We're like a minute into this, and you've already had 3 shots of this, whatever drink it is.
This is setting up backstory, all right? God. 4.
Hey, Dave Bautista's in this? I didn't realize that. God, it's like every single comic book character. Yeah. Now apparently
when it comes to sci-fi and stuff like that, you get a big guy like Batista. You get someone that looks almost.
And you got Momoa too. You got Jason Momoa in this.
Momoa, yeah.
It's like you get the 2 biggest guys in the comic book universe, shall we say? But supposedly this.
Well, 3 if you're also going to count Oscar Isaac, who's going to be Moon Knight in a couple of weeks.
I mean, physically big though. I'm talking not like big industry. I mean,
Oscar Isaac for his height.
He's not Bautista or Momoa.
Yeah, he's like my height.
Yeah.
Plus, you also have Cable.
But this has been nominated for 10 Academy Awards, a lot of them for the visual effects and everything that's involved, which I can already see this one is going to be better than the last one, because the one in 1984 was very 1984.
Right, but that's the thing. It's like this almost seems like, forgive me for saying so, but this seems almost expectable for this day and age. Whereas back in the 80s, what they pulled off and what they were able to do seems like more of a gratifying challenge.
Now I never read the book, but I do remember the original movie.
Like the movie Free Jack?
Like the movie Free Jack. Jeez. That's left of left field. Emilio Estevez and Mick Jagger. Come on.
The
Feel like I
year,
even remember it was those two.
the year
God help me.
1010.
Caladan. Not to be confused with Canada.
Timothy Chalamet, who spells his first name oddly. 2 E's.
Well, he's French, right?
Is he?
I thought.
Chalamet is
With a name
French.
like Chalamet.
Chalamet. Comment vas-tu, monsieur?
So that's probably how they do it.
By the way, if you're ever in France, the best phrase you can ever use is "Je suis le bête américain." I am a stupid American. They'll laugh every time. I know this from personal experience.
Of course.
So, yeah, like I said, this has been heavy nominated. And of all the stuff that we've done, I think this is the one I have the most interest in all the way through. I mean, the other ones that you've picked have been phenomenal. But this is the one I think I have the biggest level of interest in.
Well, that's the thing. I wanted to make sure that you still got yours since I've been putting you through a
Thank
lot
you.
of my selections.
No, listen, you've been stellar with all the choices that you've had, all the picks that you've had.
Yeah.
Although I will be honest, I had no intention of watching this when it first came out, simply because it looked like a duller version of the original. You know, a lot more flat, a lot more okay, spacey, futuristic stuff. And it looked like a lot of other movies before it.
Well, I mean, at 2.5 hours for part one. You know,
Yeah, and so that means once you get part 2, you're talking about a good 5-hour movie.
Yeah, maybe more. Who knows if the next one's like 3 hours even.
Well, that's the other thing. I mean, now the Batman's shown that it can be done.
Mm-hmm.
And then I know they just finished the script.
Well, with Batman, I guess it's going to be up for Oscar nominations for 2023, I think.
Oh, I hope so.
You know, I mean, listen, comic book movies usually don't. You know, at least, you know, maybe they'll do it for like smart, you know, set design or visual effects. But like, I mean, actual like trying to mainstream that and go against what Scorsese had talked about.
It's not even that, but it's also the fact that it's so early. It's like at the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
Not even during the time when people would think about looking at Oscar movies. So hopefully it doesn't get forgotten.
And you know what's weird about it is the Batman is coming on HBO Max, I think, next month.
April 19th.
Yeah, dude.
Right in time for 420. Spice.
All right, that would make 4 spices at this point.
Enjoy your spices.
But they haven't said Spice Melange yet, so I'm happy with that.
There's another one coming.
There's another one. God damn it.
I'm trying to keep a count on this.
Yeah.
He's going to fail. I'm just going to let you know.
Oh,
He's
God,
gonna
there's
fail
another
at
one,
this point.
18 minutes. Oh, dude, are you crazy sure you want to continue this?
Again, the only reason that they're saying it so much is because they're setting up the plot and they're setting up the backdrop of this movie.
I hope for
I
your
don't
sake
see
they are.
many of the characters themselves talking about it ad nauseum.
That could be our next watch party.
Unless there happens to be one in here that's like obsessed with it, which if I remember correctly, I think the big floating dude is like all about it. Who I think is played by Skarsgård in here.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, if he gets into it, then fine. That's understandable. But it's not like I see every single character here is going to be saying, oh, we got to get the spice this, we got to get the spice that.
Well, we're currently at 6 so far.
Oh, that was more than 6.
That's what
There
I've
was
seen
at least 4 just with that little computer talking.
All right.
We're at least a good 8.
Shit, did I miss on a couple? Maybe I did. Maybe I did because I was too busy actually like watching the story. You know.
I mean, what's there to watch though? I mean, it's a lot of pomp and circumstance.
Ooh. Yeah, I know, but like I said, because again, for me, I mean, I remember being 8 years old and seeing the original Dune. So I'm curious, but I also understand this movie is going to be like infinitely better than the first one was. Oscar Isaac, proud to be in something that's not Star Wars. He's like,
yes, Sparta! And I just see him kicking him.
Wow.
What was the budget on this movie? Does anyone know?
Go find out.
It's like everyone went to a Daft Punk concert. Like,
165 million. Okay,
Wow.
that's not terrible actually.
Mm.
I like Oscar Isaac with the beard. I think it works.
Yeah, the way he looks in this movie gives out like complete daddy vibes from what I hear from young people.
Oh, here's the thing. The movie made over his budget.
Mm-hmm.
238 million worldwide.
Which here's the thing though. I mean, usually for marketing purposes and everything like that, what the budget is, you typically have to double it. So you'd be really looking at like 330 million to recoup that. But I don't know how the deal was with them and HBO Max and everything like that.
Right, I could have probably done more, but really it's one of those things where it's like the overseas sales really saved it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Was this promoted in China? Because China is very strict on what movies they allow and what movies they don't.
I'm not sure, but I don't think there would have been anything in this that would have been a problem for China.
Supposedly time travel is not allowed over there.
No, there's no time travel in this.
Yeah, because actually I think Back to the Future is not allowed because of time travel. I don't know what that does for the future Trunks arc in Dragon Ball, but
Well, they also don't allow like anything of a demonic nature allowed.
yeah,
Like Ghostbusters was on shaky ground. But yeah, no, that wouldn't be an issue with this either. I think
and I don't know how
sandworms are just sandworms.
and I don't know how China is when it comes to like piracy and everything like that. The punishment. I know in North Korea, you get like death by firing squad for pirating something.
Which, by the way, what was it with the 80s and sandworms?
We did like sandworms back then, yes.
I mean, between this, Beetlejuice, and Tremors.
Tremors, yes. Okay.
Yes, I remember that film. That jump was fire.
well,
really?
Tremors had like 7 movies and like 3 a TV show, maybe a Broadway musical.
Oh, they had a Broadway musical?
No, I don't think so.
Oh,
No, but they've had like at least 6 sequels for the Tremors franchise.
And Michael Gross from like Family Ties was in every single one of them.
May he rest.
Oh yeah. Hey, it's Jason Momoa. Go fuck another fish. Yeah, him and Lisa Bonet split up too.
No, they were trying to work it out.
Oh, they are? Okay.
Yeah. See, it's nice to see a Hollywood couple actually try to work it out and recognize their issues.
Yeah.
Rather than the nonsense we've been seeing lately.
Dude, you know what's tough though? If they're on opposite sides of the country and barely see each other, I get the challenge. I can't fathom it. You know?
Kanye and Kim Kardashian.
Morena Baccarin and Ben McKenzie. I was there for that. She was married to somebody else and got knocked up by her co-star. I was there for all that shit in Gotham.
You were there when she got knocked up? Damn.
Mm-hmm.
They
were hiding it. Yep. And when the news came out, Ben McKenzie was just so much happier and so much more at peace because he had the secret and it's like the world knows I'm going to be a fucking father. But until then, oh my God, we knew before everybody else did because she was starting the show.
Who was that?
On Gotham, Ben McKenzie. He was the guy. He played Jim Gordon.
Yeah, but who was the girl?
She played Leslie Tompkins. That was Morena Baccarin from like V, Firefly.
Deadpool.
On the show Endgame.
Deadpool.
Yeah. Oh my God, yes, please. Yeah. So I was, like I said, I saw all that shit firsthand, and it was uncomfortable, but it was really, really cool once it all came out because they were such a different vibe on set then.
So what's going to happen with all the cash from Gotham? That's a good question.
Well, Donald Logan's out in Oregon somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what Ben is up to. Morena, like I said, is on Endgame right now. And Sam Pertwee, I don't know. And David, I don't know.
Yeah, has anyone checked out that Endgame show yet or no?
I haven't. They do casting notices here in New York, and I've been contacted a couple times for my car, but it never made it work.
It just feels so much like Blacklist, just from the promos.
Dude, NBC's got a niche right there. They know what they need, and they get the ratings for it. Blacklist has been picked up for, I think, what?
No. And NBC screwed up where they had what's it? Constantine. They had a perfect show. People
that's
were
years in the past.
but still, it bothered me to the core when they canceled that show in the 8th episode. It was like, are you serious? You gave the show a death slot, and it was really good.
They had a show that was canceled after 2 episodes, and I remember it was something about a guy who had a Jekyll and Hyde syndrome, but he flipped into Hyde like at 9:24 at night, but like worked emergency room at a hospital. I can't remember what the name of it was. It was like 10 years ago.
I
But
think
I
I know
drove
what
down
you're
to
talking
Philadelphia.
about.
What's that?
I think I know what you're talking about.
I drove down to Philly like 7 times for that thing too, and made barely anything on it. And I don't remember what it was, but it had the lowest ratings ever. Felicia Rashad was in it too. So, but even she couldn't save it. Spice. Hey, Spice.
Drink.
Drink.
Okay, I must be like a couple of seconds behind you guys, but yes. Give it time. Give it time.
Yeah, I'm at 15, 18.
I'm at
All right.
We're in the middle
That's
of
one glass
exposition
down.
right
15,
now
20.
with Poe.
No, 15:30. 15:30.
I've made
You're
enough to make
15
sure
okay,
I'm
you're
good
ahead,
for
you're
it.
ahead of me as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, Poe Dameron's giving exposition. Oh, dude, how much alcohol is in that drink that you're having right now?
Yes.
I'll probably balance it to about here.
Okay.
Up.
So it's like
Okay.
maybe like 10 proof, 15 proof, maybe not that bad?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. You can
Well,
still
no.
be drunk.
It's still at least, standard proof of any regular drink that you would have. Don't forget, I am a bartender. I know how to balance things out.
That is true. You are skilled with that. Speaking of, well, I guess I'll tell you this right now since we're in the middle of long exposition. We already know. I mentioned earlier the fact that I kind of hate the both of you right now.
Yeah.
Remember last week we were talking about basically making me do a watch party for like the worst horror films ever? We're going to do it for charity. We're working out some details right now, maybe thinking this up for maybe a month from now, where we're going to knock out, by Devani's recommendation, Evil Dead 2013, which may be the worst one I think of all. Whatever you guys decide. But me and very possibly Obi are going to do a charity watch party for St. Jude's.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to sit there and we're going to push ourselves through like the scariest, worst horror films because both of us are terrible with it. But we're going to charity for it, which at least has some benefit to it. Having said that, though, because of the fact that it kind of came from you guys basically really wanting to do this, both of you, JT and Brandon as well, I will be going ahead with it, and I'm terrified in the process, and just fuck you both.
Yeah. I'm thinking about other films that were basically.
Oh God, this is going to be. I can't.
I don't know if we've necessarily gone into this while we're watching, fight practice here. But what is it about horror movies that gets you? Is it the suspense or is it the blood and gore?
It's the suspense and the helplessness. Blood and gore, no. I mean, I've died in enough horror films. That's fine. But it's the anticipatory.
Okay, so it doesn't necessarily have to be gory, but it has
to
to be able to set the scene right for you.
It's the anticipatory aspect of it, yeah.
Okay.
If you want to do Evil Dead 2013, I'm okay starting there. And like I said, Obi's already signed off on it. I've talked to Robin about it. We're going to do this, like I said, for charity. Very likely St. Jude's.
And it doesn't matter if the film has nudity or anything like that, right?
You can handle that. That's fine. I'm
going to give you a list of films that I'm going to give.
God. He's like, oh my God, I'm going to love this shit. But
I can tell you right now, you can probably go on like sites like Wood Culture.
And I'm going to have you guys pick them. I'm going to have you guys pick them.
Perfect for you.
What we're going to also do, and by the way, Josh Brolin is in really good shape. I just want to point that out. Yeah. He's really impressed there. But he was Thanos. Well, like I said, in this case, we'll figure out as far as when it's going to be. But I'm thinking like maybe a month from now. I'm already going to reach out to Lloyd Kaufman and Troma and a few other sources as well to try and promote the event, because there is nothing that horror aficionados like more than watching someone who can't handle horror watch horror. And I think that's going to be I will not drink alcohol to get through it. I'm promising you that.
Hey.
Grit my teeth and run through it.
By the way, just so I'm confirming, the little haziness that happens to them, that's meant to happen, right? That's not me.
Oh, yeah. That's 100% in the film itself. It's been a while. It's kind of like a Neo in the Matrix sort of thing.
I'm probably going to be a little bit more affected than I think I will be.
you got this.
God damn it! There we
Yeah.
are.
Well, I've already had, I don't know, about 8 ounces of brandy at this point. So,
Jesus Christ.
oh yeah,
That's on your own, though.
oh yeah, just because I'm here.
Okay.
You know,
So that's the equivalent of 8 shots, though.
is that what it is?
Yeah.
Well, I
Yeah,
explained about little
basically
hyper
every shot that you ever have someplace is about a single ounce of alcohol.
Dude,
which
there
is the
is so
standard that you
much
would
back
get in
here
most
behind the
mixed drinks.
bar.
The
My
difference
wife-
is with the mixed drink, you're having the mixer, the chaser, the
I got
ice,
water. I got
all
water.
help to dilute it and make it stretch out. Whereas with
Dude,
the shot, boom, just it.
you know,
A
my
standard
wife.
drink shouldn't really have ever more than, say, 2 to 2.5 ounces of alcohol in it.
Yeah, my wife doesn't really mind that I take the stuff in the liquor cabinet. She just wants me to refill it. And I don't know what that is brandy. It might have been pricey brandy though. Yeah.
Oh, it's the fat floaty man.
Dave Bautista. He's been thrice divorced too.
Huh?
He's been divorced 3 times. And
Cool.
he's still pretty young. Dave Bautista.
Yeah, but also think about how many divas he hooked up with back in the day.
That might be part of it. Yeah.
Oh my god, it's Polka Dot Man! Oh wow. I would not have guessed him with the bald head. Seriously, how many MCU people are in this movie?
Dude, MCU and also a few
And
DC in the process. Well, actually, not just MCU, but like Disney across the board. Because that includes Oscar Isaac in the group. Although you said Moon Knight in this case.
Is that the guy
Yeah.
from Bad Boys?
Who's that?
The one that played he also played in Constantine as the devil.
I don't know.
No. I know who you're thinking about, but no. This is the professor from Thor.
Okay. Oh, Skellingard.
Skarsgård.
He
Stellan.
was also in some of the Pirates of the Caribbean sequels too.
And he
As,
was also in Bad Boys and
He might have been.
in that movie Constantine with Keanu Reeves. He played the devil.
No. You're thinking of like the Russian guy from Armageddon. That's the guy who played the devil.
Yeah, he was also in Good Will Hunting too. He played the other professor opposite Robin Williams.
Possibly.
Okay.
Yeah, he
I
did.
don't know, it's been so long
I watched a
since
clip
that
of
one.
that the other day.
It's like we don't know people's names. We're just saying, no, he's the guy from that other movie.
He's that guy from that thing with that person.
That thing.
Oh, that's terrible.
The thing. That thing.
Yeah, the thing with the person with the guy from the movie.
No, not that thing. The other one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, put your water away. Trying to make us look bad. Patrick's Day of all
Trying to
things.
show us up here.
I am not. Matter of fact, if y'all want me to join, let me know because I'll start.
I mean, might as well. You're the one asking me if I was feeling drinky today, and yet you were the one showing off the bottle.
I was just joking with you. I wasn't taking it serious.
Yeah.
Dude, you don't say that to an Irishman on St. Patrick's Day. We will
Why?
call you bluff.
Don't you be fucking with us Irish here. I tell you right now.
Whatever.
Don't you be fucking with us.
What kind of an accent is that?
Whatever.
A drunk one.
Oh, boy.
Why? Tell you right now, don't be fucking with me right now. I tell you.
I love the Irish.
That didn't
I love
count
all-
as a spice. That was just me wetting my throat.
Don't know,
I should have brought something else for that, so I could tell.
Did
the
I
difference.
miss a spice?
No. That was just from talking.
Yeah.
All right, since they're bringing me into this, cheers.
This sláinte.
L'chaim.
30% proof.
All right, this doesn't count either. Yes, so cheers.
Oh, you're okay. All right.
Sláinte.
Nastarovia, Polish or Russian?
It'll do. I have to stick to my guns. You can stick to yours.
He's speaking in Mandarin right now. Can I point that out? Apparently, they still have Mandarin 2,000 years or 8,000 years in the future.
Yeah, that language always going to stay around.
And then probably would. They had it in Firefly.
I think Mandarin and English are going to be the only language staying around. Maybe Spanish.
And apparently sign language is in there too.
Mm-hmm.
It'll probably be something like really weird, like Ethiopian. Or something completely out of left field that no one would expect in the distant future.
Right.
Kazakhstani or something, Mongolian.
So basically, they're just testing his prowess
Hmm.
throughout this
Is it?
whole like first half hour. They're like testing his mind, testing his body, testing his
Hmm.
will, saying he's going to be the future of House Atreides,
And then obviously he has to go off of the planet, go off world.
and still having his visions of Zendaya.
Hmm.
All 7 minutes that she's going to be in the movie.
That's it.
That's it.
Oh, that's pretty much it. Yes, people were really like upset because they have Zendaya in the promos
Yeah.
as part of that whole desert community, but really she only has about like 7 minutes of screen time in now the whole film.
And I think
Obviously, she may have
burned
more in the
3 minutes
sequel,
in the
but
beginning too.
part two.
Hmm. Yeah, probably.
But who
But
knows?
but yeah, I mean, she burned like I guess half her appearance right in the opening
Mhm.
scroll.
Oh,
Hmm.
she's real good.
It's a weird mesh outfit. Pooh.
Phrasing.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, I didn't tell you guys. I did like a Archer trivia competition last night. Won, but
Oh, you won! Congrats.
Nice.
thank you.
So, what was the
Like
name of the
27
fiance
out of potential
that
35
Archer
answers
banged in
correctly.
season 3? That was actually Barry's fiance. That is not incorrect.
What's in the box?
Ryan, I threw an Archer trivia question at you and you didn't even respond.
Oh, I didn't hear what.
Okay. What was the name of the Russian fiance that Archer banged that was actually the fiance of Barry?
Frambois.
Okay. Nice.
Hello.
All right, here's
I want to.
one more question. How much did that season finale choke you up?
The most recent one?
Yeah. That last scene. Because for me it
It
was
was
off the
as
charts.
perfect as they could have made
It
it.
was off the charts for me.
Oh,
I fucking lost it.
Well, have you seen it, Devani?
what?
This most recent season finale, season 12 of Archer.
I haven't even got. I've
Oh,
never
dude,
watched
that was
it.
Okay,
such a
then
great
I
finale.
don't want to spoil nothing,
Yeah.
but
You could spoil it.
okay. Well, technically, Jessica Walter, who's been the voice of Mallory all
Mm.
series long, obviously she died in the last year or so. So they were able to just piece together enough of her previous voiceover work to
Mm.
make this final use of the character in the season finale, and then they kind of like sent her away. So basically, canonically, Mallory is just gone from ISIS, gone from the group. She's like retired,
Oh.
but they did like a little goodbye letter from her to Archer, and it was so touching. And then the final thing was they showed her on a beach with Ron Cadillac, her at one point husband in the series,
Mhm.
played by Ron Liebman, who was Jessica's husband in real life, who
Yep.
died before she did. And they
Oh, wow.
used like sample audio from his previous voiceover work too. So they amalgamated this scene with these two dead people as an homage to both of them, and it was so fucking beautiful.
Yes. And they were just
Mm.
staring at the sunset and so are you happy? She's like, I've never been better. Because in this case, they're reunited. The characters are written off the series. They're reunited together, obviously in heaven and everything like that. It was, oh my god! And you hear H. John Benjamin just get emotional as he's reading this letter. The voice actor is getting emotional reading this.
Wow.
Just
Oh,
like
it was great.
Timothy Chalamet is getting emotional while going through this trial.
Yeah, I'm getting emotional talking about this as I'm mildly plastered. So,
All right, virtual hugs for everybody.
yeah, yeah. Back to a movie, by the way. They sift people. Have we had a spice in a while? Because it's been like 10 minutes.
No, we
Never had
haven't.
spice, but I
Because
just know
everything's
about
been about like training him. It hasn't been about this stuff.
Mm.
It's all about the spice.
Yeah, apparently people are talking shit about her.
Really?
Well, in the movie. Like apparently her bloodline it leads him to possibly, you know, flying off the path.
Well, Well, obviously, this is going to expand a lot more. I mean, I never read the original book, but it would probably be a lot closer to the original material than the 2-hour movie from 1984 would have been.
Oh yeah, no, this one's definitely not cutting any corners as far as like giving out the lore.
But I mean, with
But I
the
think in doing so, you almost make it a little longer in the tooth and possibly a little more confusing.
maybe yes, maybe no, but it's more of an epic, I think, than anything else.
Right.
I'm gonna tell that to every single person's baby. Goodbye, young human. I hope you live. I'll be doing that so much in Disney. Don't think I won't.
Oh my God, you're
Especially to like a
close.
princess's mother or something.
Yes.
Oh, let the Star Wars. Don't get me started with the Star Wars, the
Shit.
Star Troopers.
She looks a little bit like Natalie Portman. He's the one. Oh, interesting. We got a reference to the one.
Which he might.
A path's been laid.
You decide your legacy.
$165 million for a.
So yeah, it's like
it's not bad. It's not terrible.
mother wants him to be one thing, the father wants him to be another, and he's just like an emotional emo boy in the middle.
Why every film has an emotional emo boy?
It's very trendy.
Because it makes him more relatable. A man that can show emotion is obviously like a diamond in the rough, so that's the person that has to stand out from the rest.
Let me do my emo wave.
Well, lead
Let's get you the wig before you do that.
Lead characters that are
you haven't grown out the hair long enough. I probably have. I don't know, but I'm not doing that. I have pride.
Stoic lead characters are kind of a thing of the past, at least for right now. The days of like the Stallone and the Arnold Schwarzenegger characters. Now it's about showing your emotions and being human and being relatable or comedic even. Hang in there, Devani. Only 17 more hours of this movie to go.
Oh, Lord Jesus Christ.
Oh, Lordy Lord.
Lordy, Lordy.
For thousands of years, I've laid dormant.
Watching this film while it's cutting close to my birthday.
They keep referencing the one. And for me, I just keep thinking Highlander. He's also
actually, I was thinking more Matrix.
Well, they keep
everything that's been going on.
Yeah, okay.
Wait.
Like, honestly, just in this past half hour, it's hard not to see this as like, trying to get Neo into the Matrix and make him remember he is the one.
They show Duracell battery. I think I may just end right now.
You are pure.
Yeah, what defines pure? It's characters. Oh, you're pure.
All these political machinations.
What society considers pure?
I don't know. Goku was considered to be pure of heart, and yet he was like a complete mass murderer.
He was supposed to be a mass murderer, but really he wasn't.
How many people did he kill basically in the Red Ribbon Army? It's his fault. It's his fault androids 17, 18, 19, and 20 exist and sell.
Okay, but to take a line from Arnold Schwarzenegger in True Lies, yeah, but they were all bad.
They were all bad.
You got a point.
Supposedly that was an unofficial reboot of like a French film too. There was another film that came out previously that supposedly James Cameron had pulled from True Lies.
I wouldn't be surprised. It's got like a little bit of like a noir sort of feel to it, especially when Jamie Lee Curtis is being utilized as a spy. So I wouldn't be surprised if there was like a French film somewhere in there.
Let me ask you something. Do you find her hot? Because I absolutely 100% do not.
She was at one point.
Even like Trading Places when her boobs show. I'm like, whatever.
Like she was like younger at the time. She was okay.
I'd say
now
the last time she was hot in my mind would have been like Halloween H2O.
That's not that far back.
Okay. But after that, I just can't feel it. She's a great actress, don't get me wrong, but as far as like, the sex appeal that she had in her younger years in the 80s and 90s, no.
Yeah, I don't see it. I mean, some people do. Some people find Jamie Lee Curtis like amazingly hot, and I'm just like, she's a great actress. She's phenomenal, but I don't know. I just don't see it.
You know what she has? She
Charisma.
has almost a European beauty appeal,
Hmm.
where
Fact.
she's got that tall slenderness to her. She's got a very stoic face. The short hair probably
Hmm.
works better on her than the long hair does.
Hmm. All right, I can sell that.
Yeah, that's definitely more of like a a French Italian sort of vibe in some cases.
I mean, her chemistry with a lot of people, like Dan Aykroyd in the movie she's been in, with obviously True Lies and with Arnold Schwarzenegger, her skill set is absolutely 100% there. But like I said, I just don't see the look. My father apparently does, which is kind of creepy in its own right. But
That's just what's it? Jamie is it Jamie Lee Curtis? No, not Jamie Lee Curtis. Who's Brad Pitt's ex-wife?
Jennifer Aniston.
Angelina Jolie.
Angeline.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. Oh, she back. All right, never mind. Go ahead.
No, because she looks okay, but when she started doing the Botox, it's like,
Well,
Yeah.
well, that you could say that about any actress whenever they go ahead and go to extremes with their features.
Mm.
It's noticeable and rather off-putting because that's really with anybody. You go ahead and you like
wait, you
somebody
got
at
to
some
drink,
point.
bro. They got a van pipe, bro. You got to drink.
Yay!
I'm just throwing up the cup.
By the way, I'm keeping a timestamp right now. I
I
don't
think
know.
on his trailer said that it's like the one thing to survive Earth: bagpipes.
Hmm.
Because really, they've like tried to tie in like little earthly things. Like they had the
Hmm.
graveyard earlier. They had that bull's head hanging over the doorway.
By the way,
Like they're really trying to be like country here.
him dressed all in black and walking down with a bunch of stormtroopers, it just reeks of Kylo Ren right now.
Oh Lord. Oh no. Star Wars reference.
Oh, come on, it's Oscar Isaac. You got to think about it though.
That is true.
Yeah.
Yes, but this guy knows how to keep his emotions in check. Apparently,
Mm.
Mm,
I have not seen Rise of Skywalker since I saw it in theaters opening night.
same here.
I refuse to.
It was okay. I mean, it was definitely a
Last
movie.
Jedi, I'll watch anytime.
Last Jedi was a good film, but a terrible sequel.
Mm-hmm.
Right, but I think that's probably why I'll watch it anytime. It's not something I feel like I have to watch in sequence or with
Mm.
the other ones. It's a perfect standalone movie, much in the same way that Rogue One was.
Yeah, yeah.
And I would say
Or
A
even
New
Han
Hope.
Solo to a point.
I think that really makes what certain standout movies in Star Wars is. If it can stand alone as an
Mm.
isolated tale, as
Yeah, because
opposed to
that's not what
being
the fans
like
really
the
wanted.
beginning or the sequel to something else that happened,
Yeah.
it fits. And mind you, that's ironic knowing how The Last Jedi starts with them showing up at Luke's door and tossing.
Yeah, 34 years we waited for that moment.
Well, you
And
waited for a moment. Whatever you had in your head doesn't
Dude,
necessarily translate onto the screen or vision of someone else.
I was 7 years old when I saw Return of the Jedi. At that point, Luke Skywalker was 100% every 80s kid's hero. It wasn't Luke, it was Leia. One of the two, depending on which way you went with it. You know, it was.
Unless you're the strange kid who liked Han better.
Yeah, Han was okay. Because Han got the girl. But yeah,
Well,
Force
Han was the
powers.
bad boy.
Yeah, well, Han was also but Luke had powers. I mean, I didn't really understand all of Star Wars back then, but I understood how awesome, badass Luke Skywalker was.
Oh my god, it's like a TIE fighter.
He kind of is.
But it's actually a dragonfly. Wait, how is this scientifically possible?
But
I get helicopters. There's like a momentum force, like cylindrically. But how does this work?
dude, it's
same thing.
8,000 years. It's 8,000 years in the future. Things work differently. Just accept it, man.
Exactly. Don't overthink it.
Exactly.
It's the alcohol kicking in for you, isn't it?
Which one of us?
Ryan knows.
What?
He knows what I'm talking about.
What?
You're asking about something that's in the future, like thousands and thousands of years later, before time, ahead of time.
Okay, but still, physics.
Dude, things evolve, things change, bro.
You take someone from the 19th century and you explain to them what a phone is. It's like, You know, it's impossible. It's not possible to talk to someone on this other planet. So,
Yeah.
except that it's 8,000 years in the future, and they have like
Nothing's impossible, only improbable.
dragonfly ships.
Think of smartphones.
Okay, but also look at that wingspan.
Mm-hmm.
That is so impractical. That is going to get caught on something. I don't care who you
I feel
are.
like this is like a
You
scientific.
cannot have a chase
Is
with
there a
that thing
YouTube
and
channel
not
where they
think you
look at
won't
the
get caught on the
scientific
rocks.
analytics of everything? I want to think like Mark Rober, but I don't see him necessarily doing that. And by the way, and now we're entering Star Wars right now episode. New Hope.
Yeah, this is basically the Death Star fighting on it.
It really is.
With dragonflies.
With dragonflies, yes.
Machines.
Well, remind me, when exactly was Dune written?
Oh, 60s, I think.
So, I mean, it's not surprising that if you stay close to the original concept and book, chances are you will see things that other sci-fi related movies have probably taken as inspiration.
1965 was Dune.
Yeah, so I wouldn't be surprised if maybe George Lucas probably read it at some point in his life.
Plausible.
Same thing could be said about the Wachowskis with this, him being the one.
I have to go back.
The one.
We've heard of the prophecy of the one who will bring balance to the Matrix. You believe it's this dude?
But what is the one?
The one who will reboot the Matrix, essentially.
Basically, think of the one as like, oh, that's a spice. No. That was 2.
I've lost track of how many, but I have been trying to keep track of the timestamps.
But I hate sand. It's coarse and it gets everywhere. oh God. It fits.
Of course, and it gets everywhere.
Literally, if you're washing yourself with it. Oh. Oh.
Oh, God. Bell dipper.
Giggity.
All right. Is there any action in this movie? Or is it just people talking?
Again, don't forget, this is one half of the story, so they're really padding out all the setup.
Just asking, because, it's been a whole lot of people, talking about spice or just talking. Now, in this case, they're talking about weapons.
Well, this is also her using her powers to know that there's, a spy or an assassin in the ranks. A Chris knife?
Yeah.
Just say crystal. It looks like crystal. Chris knife.
Okay. She gonna stab herself with it?
No, you take it. I don't need it.
Waiting for an honest. I wonder if there's an honest trailer or like cinema sins for this movie.
Oh, there is an honest trailer for this.
Is there? Okay.
Yes. That's where I got the bagpipe thing from.
Okay. I'd love to have John Bailey on this. I swear to God, I would just basically do nothing but make him do voices. Actually, credit to Miguel Figueroa, if you remember him from Toy Quest 101. Ryan, you remember who I'm talking about? He had the original writers for the original X-Men series from the 90s on a video he just had on today. Spent an hour with them. Really jealous. Hello. Yeah, see, now they're just sitting there talking about trees.
Yeah. Yeah, something tells me that this is more of a slow pace
Hmm.
part, like episode, and then the real action is probably going to be in part two.
Could be. Or towards the third act of this movie, just to set up part two, yeah. It's a very bold move when you think about it, considering most people don't actually really know much about Dune to begin with.
Mm-hmm. The
Palm trees
art.
being sacred. That's such a California thing.
You wonder where they
Can
shot
you?
this.
They got something from 2020.
Oh, God, it's a dated reference. They mostly shot this movie, by the way, in Abu Dhabi. Makes sense.
Oh yeah, no, you can
Yeah.
see it. Desert. That's all you can see, but you can see
Yeah.
it.
I just wondered maybe it was like Arizona or something. Death Valley.
There's like they need money. They need money. That's why the budget was so high.
And yet, it's going to sound weird, 165 million is not terrible considering the set design of this.
Mm-hmm.
You know, again, they're all just sitting there talking. There's no actual action going on, but still, could be worse.
What the hell? That thing just like burned through the wall.
And more bugs. If they're not riding and flying in bugs, they're just watching bugs.
But is that a real bug or is that just like some sort of a drone sort of thing?
Good question.
Even he's looking at it, it's like, what the hell is it? Oh, he's trying to hide from it.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, no, that is definitely meant to hurt.
Yeah. A silent and quiet assassin, basically. Music building up. Huh.
Sweat.
I feel
A
like that's the guy
hunter
from Brockmire.
seeker.
Is that the guy from Brockmire?
Who, the general looking guy?
Yeah.
Not sure.
Because he looks like the guy that did, Oribe in Brockmire.
I mean, you've been watching the show more than I have, but
Meh.
The itsy bitsy spider.
like, no, you're not getting off without a pension problem. What? Oh my god, what?
Num 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 num.
The itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout. Down came the rain and
It's a spider with human
everybody.
hands.
No. And it effed everybody up.
Oh. Now I get it. The people ride around in insects, and insects have become. These are strange times in the year 10,000 something something.
191, I think.
Damn 90s.
And she's not that guy. So this is the true 90s. It'd be like, I don't know. Forget it.
We had no beef with these outsiders.
We will not harm them.
But we will make them our slaves, though.
Exactly. But we won't harm them because, you don't want to hurt a good slave.
It's like for political reasons, fine. We won't touch the wife and the kid. Everyone else can get got.
Oh yeah, they'll be toast. So far, of all the movies that we've had in the first hour we're in, I'm enjoying this one arguably the least.
Keyword.
Ooh.
Okay, I got a drink because he said Dune.
Oh, geez, he's going for the hard stuff there too.
God, you're always so much more ahead of us. Damn it. It's like, hold on, let me try to move forward a bit.
General Poe. Wow.
He's got a lace parasol.
Did honest trailers talk about basically just like
Uh,
board meetings?
Spice silos.
Yay. Hold on. I gotta sit down. I gotta move. Eccentric heroine type.
How is he the only one that has the umbrella?
Well, he's
Like,
sweat
how does the head of House Atreides have an umbrella?
Heat stroke.
Hey, it's that guy. Who was
Yeah.
that?
Right, it's Duncan.
That guy.
Yeah, yay.
What's that guy's name again?
That guy.
Duncan.
Huh. Really? The one you got to know? You got a Duncan?
Hey,
Huh. Now, what's the little doodads behind their ear? Do you remember that?
Hmm?
The little thing they got behind their ears. I've seen it a few times now.
I think it's just some sort of like radio comm.
Okay.
There's no such thing as RadioCon.
At least Momo is not using the man bun anymore. I was not a fan of that.
No, he's got the warrior braid.
Hmm.
Oh,
He has a
yeah.
Padawan.
He's the chosen one.
His cue.
Oh, is this Javier Bardem? Yes. I gotta say, he looks good with a beard.
Hmm.
Like, I know you see him really clean shaven and a lot of stuff, but here, badass. Although he does look a little bit like Gerard Butler. Like, I spit on your house. This feels like something you'd see in Futurama.
Which, by the way, credit they figured out a deal with John DiMaggio to reprise his role as Bender.
All right.
Was there another one?
Yeah, just said it.
Okay.
Saying, yeah, I know you came here for the spice food. Yep.
That,
You said spice. Yep.
yep, that one I caught.
Oh, I think since I moved up, now I'm ahead of you, Devani. So,
Yeah.
You are by a few seconds, yeah. I think I'm furthest behind right now, too. I'm at 55.
Well, I mean, just do a quick fast forward. You're not missing much. They're just talking about boundaries and sieges.
All they do in this movie is just talk.
Seriously?
What?
Oh, this movie is just talk, just talking.
No,
It's
not necessarily.
people talking and people walking.
Wait.
Yeah, really, dude.
Oh.
I'm kind of disappointed right now.
I recognize you. So has he been seeing the visions that he's been seeing? That was so menacing sounding.
Yeah.
It will take time.
I think Ryan is enjoying this so far more than I am.
Just because like half of this stuff is so goofy. It's like, again, I'm saying there's a lot of stuff in this that's probably been used by other sci-fi movies and other sci-fi things throughout the era. So it's gonna probably seem a little silly in comparison.
Jason Momoa actually looks good without a beard. It's weird to see him though.
He looks younger.
Yeah.
Younger.
I like that look.
It's like almost back to his Baywatch days.
He was on Baywatch?
Yeah.
Baywatch Hawaii.
Okay. Yeah, because remember there was Baywatch, Baywatch Nights, and then Baywatch, like the Zac Efron rock movie.
Yeah, because the
Well,
Baywatch
no, there was also
Nights
Baywatch
more
Hawaii, which was
supernatural.
basically the direct spin-off from Baywatch.
I don't know that.
No supernatural investigation stuff.
No battling werewolves or time travel. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. It's just they relocated to Hawaii, so this way they could, have a little bit more of a mix in characters.
Instead of David Hasselhoff running, it's The Rock and Zac Efron half naked and running. Suppose Zac Efron had a 4% body fat in the movie. He used to liquefy chicken and just drink it.
Depending on how you season it, it's really good.
Dude, he would put chicken in a blender as part of his routine, his workout routine, his protein routine.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, almost action.
Finally.
It's like that one line from Maverick. Everybody's got a gun, except it's knives.
News travels fast in the Old West.
Ew. So, this thing isn't armor. It's just a way for you to drink your sweat.
Well, if he purifies the salt out of it, yeah, I guess he could survive on it. It's kind of recycling if you think about it.
Yeah, but I didn't even like it when they recycled water in Waterworld. Water.
I was going to say for the record, that movie was better than it got credit for being.
That's like the anti this. Everything's all dry here, and everything was wet there.
Yeah, but Waterworld had a Virtual Boy video game. Okay, so
That's nice.
The dragonflies again.
Well, now I'm kind of getting like an Apocalypse Now kind of vibe. Them just like helicoptering over the thing. This is the end. My only friend. The end.
Mm-hmm.
My God, it fits.
Yeah. Now, will this fit? Yeah, I guess it still does. Guile theme still does go with everything.
You're such an American.
I take that as an insult.
Quack, quack, quack.
Oh, that thing's broken.
Chili pepper.
Machinery clunking. Yeah, I bet. Oh,
Yeah. Hey, there we go.
yep. That was 2.
There's 2 right there?
Yeah, because then she said spice bed.
Okay.
Good thing my drunk self is keeping track. Jeez.
Again, I'm sitting there actually watching this thing, you know?
Yes, but you also got subtitle on, don't you?
Yeah. I don't know. I'm looking at this and just thinking all the desert scenes in Boba Fett. Now, yeah,
Thank God, this whole movie is one big exposition.
it kind of is. Hang in there. We got an hour and a half
Like,
left.
did I really need to know that much about the sandworms?
It's like almost verbatim, like Tolkien, like Lord of the Rings, you know?
Yes, except in this movie, instead of walking, they're flying.
Yeah, but at least those movies had some degree of action scenes in them.
Well, no one's trying to kill Atreides yet.
Yeah. You know, in this case, they're sitting, looking, and talking instead of standing, looking, and talking, or walking and talking.
This feels like this would be a Disney ride where you're at Animal Kingdom, where you just come through the desert and you, oh, look, there's sandworms to your left.
Roll through
Oh,
the
they might be
desert on a
sleeping
horse
today. They're not too
and
active.
felt good to be out of the rain.
And you're like, oh my God, I'm going to die.
Do something! Oh, Christ.
Doc already.
Oh, my God. We're not even halfway through this thing. I'm really disappointed. Like I said, I told you in the beginning, this was of all the movies that we had out there, the one I had the most interest in. And this right now is like straight at the very bottom of the list. Christ, I can't get into these characters. I can't get into the nonstop exposition. You know?
When you're sitting here watching this and you're like, there's nothing exciting happening.
I want to point out, this was nominated for 10 Academy Awards. Well, at least there's something there. They're putting stuff on stuff.
Oh no, one of the anchors. There's some drama for you. I guess this is the movie's version of suspense that the sandworm's going to get it before they can go.
Are we actually going to see the sandworms? Yep. Dive mode activated.
Dragonflies, we dive.
Duke
Are
Jared
you
Leto.
ready? Are you ready to die?
Today is a good day to die.
Please don't hurt me.
So they still use the metric system in there in you know, the year 101 or 191 or whatever.
Mm.
What if that still works in America? We're still using the imperial over here. 8,000 years in the future.
Facts.
Well, I guess we see which one won out.
Hmm. Ethereal music playing.
I guess there's spice in the sand.
Doesn't count if you say it though, right?
No, God, no.
You're like spice, 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 spice.
Okay, well, that thing's given up. Well, there we go.
Yeah.
Oh, there was
Damn
the
the
second one. Hold on.
spice. He said, "Damn the spice."
Okay. Okay, now I'm back to normal.
Such as it is.
Yeah. Such as it is on this St. Patrick's Day where I'm drinking to Dune.
Exactly.
Ugh. What has become of my life?
I was gonna say, did your high school self really see this?
My high school self hadn't even seen the original Dune at that point.
No, I'm saying basically, when you thought about yourself in the future, when you were fully grown as a high school student, did you see yourself day drinking to a remake of Dune?
Nope. Nope.
Can't say I didn't call that one. Oh, it's getting closer.
Mm-hmm.
Get the spice.
Yeah, I love how something can be like a drug and
Mm-hmm.
also fuel.
Makes it very valuable.
Like, imagine if we all just huffed gasoline for the fun of it.
Well, it's a multifaceted tool.
Run. It's coming.
Get off your high, you damn tweaker!
Why you running like that?
Trot for your lives.
That is not a run.
Hero falls down, cliche. Ding. Uh-oh. Now, do they fall into the sand and find, like, the Sith Wayfinder now?
Well, I mean, that's bigger than a sarlacc.
So they got the spice.
The maker and his water. The maker. Okay, that's cool.
I mean, you can tell that was definitely worked in by quite a few people.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Although I can't imagine the sandworm digesting that very well. Like, what are the internals of a sandworm like that it can break down metal?
Yeah, would that wreak havoc on the digestional tract? I'm sorry.
Don't do that again.
Yeah. Bad Timothy Chalamet. Hey, there we go. Spice, 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 spice.
So basically, this was just like a job evaluation. He said, "Look, we're kind of screwed." And like, well, too bad.
And where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Dead.
Spice, 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 spice.
Who's
Dead
that?
and
Hey, there we go.
I have spice sensitivities. I can't have buffalo wings anymore. Messes up with my digestive system.
you are no longer to basically have the spice. You have spice sensitivity.
Was an allergic
An
reaction.
allergic reaction. There wasn't peanut butter in that spice, was it?
That
Uh-oh.
was one of the funniest parts of Kindergarten Cop 2. When Dolph
That
Lundgren-
wasn't a bad film. That wasn't bad.
It was okay. I mean, I didn't see the the whole romantic subplot in there entirely, but I think Dolph Lundgren actually did a really good job with it.
Yeah, he did. I'm sorry to say it, but I was more sold for Dolph Lundgren being the kindergarten cop than Arnold.
Well, the original one was kind of original, or was unique. But hey, Zendaya's in there, burning up all over 6.5 minutes of airtime in this movie.
Yeah.
Still no lines yet, mind you.
Huh. So I guess he's having visions of her.
Zendaya!
Unless that's her saying Quizette's how to whatever. It's hard to tell a voice when they make it all ethereal.
Mm.
Mm.
That thing up the schnoz has got to be uncomfortable. Mm. Huh. Well, that's a hell of a vision.
Oh, that's water, in a sense.
Water in the sand. You know a knife is important somehow? Like, really, kid?
But Mother knows best.
Yeah. The artistry on the face, though, that's impressive.
Mm.
You gotta stay so absolutely still for for makeup on that. I painted it. It's only been a few weeks.
I only threw up in the bathroom once.
Shit. Almost halfway through. Salusa seconds. God, it's cold down here.
I love how they actually say their throat singing. In captions, it says that their throat singing. Like, that is now a thing. And I've seen it in like a couple of different versions, different characters doing something like that. But throat singing can't be that popular now, can it?
8,000 years in the future, man. That cannot be comfortable, though.
Well, that's obviously bloodletting.
No, but yeah, but I'm just thinking about the background actors that had to sit through that.
Wait. His name is Duncan Idaho. My God, these guys really are Texans. I swear to God. Between the bull and everything.
Not to be confused with Bob, Illinois.
No, I wasn't. No. Yeah, I'm starting to think House Atreides started in the Lone Star State.
Tell you right now, Dune right now. Got
Man, I'll
to
tell you,
find
man. Boys, the house of trade is. I'll tell you what.
dude, right? I'm gonna find some
Best in the
spice.
Imperium. Best in
We're gonna
the.
find some spice.
Them all good old
Spice.
boys, man.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna fly our dragonfly helicopter, find some spice.
Where's that tobacco I talked
Damn
about?
right. Dang
You
old
know,
booze.
some of them boys, they bring guns and we just go and do whatever. Have
Dang,
style. You
dang
know,
old,
just stab it.
hey man, tell you right now,
Nah.
dang old boom, man. I got
No, it ain't that blue ribbon. You know about that.
Cowboys, man. Tell you right now, Cowboys went all the way this year.
I'm a shit slicker, shut quick Joe McGraw.
Jessica, you gave me a son. And now, we'll protect. Oh, is that foreshadowing that he's gonna die at the end of this?
I will find you and I will kill you.
Wife, if anything unexpected were to happen to me at the end of this movie, take care of our son. This is not foreshadowing.
I will find you and I will kill you.
I like how he said, like, you gave me a son, and I never questioned it. It's like she had a choice.
Just lie back and think of Planet. I don't know what the hell they are. I forget. Dude, I am so not paying attention to this movie.
Toro.
Dude, I'm kind of lost at this point.
This film could be a little bit better with a little bit of action.
Little shorter, yeah. No one will be sitting down for the, guy puts thing down and walks away scene.
Southern hospitality. I'm just letting you know, your partners, that y'all messing with the wrong Texan. Wow, I actually did it correctly.
Jared Leto sighs deeply.
Now, Jared Reynolds, he is a national treasure. I am letting you know that now, okay?
Should have married you. He didn't.
I guess not.
Jared Leto is a national treasure.
Oh,
Maybe she was on the side. Who knows?
His legal right.
Well, I mean, that might explain why you saw her in like the fancy garb when they first arrived, and how she was like behind the rest of them. Maybe she was a concubine or something of some sorts, as opposed to actually the wife. Because I think if she was, they'd probably give her a little bit more pomp and circumstance.
Spice.
Will you stop it? I keep saying it. You're gonna make me think like I'm actually seeing it. Oh, that's a signal. That's a light.
Yeah, I guess it is a communication device back there.
Well, at least you know the batteries never die. Probably connected to your own electromagnetic system.
Well, yeah, if you're using sweat for water, why can't you use it for,
Hospitality. Or death.
Oh. You shouldn't have given away your knife.
Should never give away.
Okay, that is pulled right from like Force Awakens, right there. Leaving the bloody print on him.
Oh,
yeah.
I guess that was the equivalent of a poison dart.
Could be.
I see fatalities.
Flawless victory. Fatality.
Wait, the doctor did it?
Now we got some stuff happening.
Well, yeah, now the betrayal is finally happening. Now they're about to
Yeah.
run roughshod.
And now it's like halfway, ladies and gentlemen.
Are we officially halfway?
Yeah, it's like 119.44.
Meet me halfway.
Ooh,
So-
now we're getting into the sci-fi stuff.
Now we're getting to Michael Bay territory.
What is the Michael Bay territory?
Explosions, the movie.
Hold on, those giant things are just flashlights.
What's that, Ryan?
Those giant things that look like they should be rocket launchers, they're just flashlights.
Oh,
Mm.
hold on for what?
All right, now it's looking like the Death Star. Oh, what happened to Devani?
Oh, shit.
He's missing the best part. No,
There he is. Devani, we finally have some action. Where'd you go?
This is what you call action. I get more action in the bathroom than this. And that's real explosions.
What you do when you're sitting on the toilet is up, it's between you and God. Yay.
Hey guys, I'll be right back. I had to take care of something real quick.
Yeah, I may have to take care of something pretty soon myself. Go ahead.
Now, by taking care of something, you mean number one or number two?
I got to go onesies, but
I'm the one
Yeah.
drinking here. How am I the one that doesn't have to go to the bathroom?
I don't know. I had 24 ounces of water, the alcohol. So for me, it's kind of like it's been sitting here for a while, and it's cold down here too. It's got to be like 60 degrees down here. And now finally, we finally have something actually happening. I got to pee.
Hey guys,
Hello.
I'll be right back. House situations. Be right back.
I just saw him come back. I just clicked on it. I didn't realize he was going to be leaning sideways.
He's like me at the beginning.
All right. Well, glad we're finally actually having something actually happen here, because dear God, that first half was dull.
I mean, quite the invasion force, although I don't know how I feel about the pontoon airships. Oh, then they're all moving in formation and everything.
Synchronized grunting.
Very militant.
There we go. Now we got some shit happening.
You know what? It's a little reminiscent of the fights in Black Panther,
Yeah.
where they were definitely more arm to arm, and they had like the shielding.
But also with basically a little bit of the Matrix in there too, when Neo starts moving at full, at, I don't know, bullet time speed.
Mm-hmm. Oh God, they're getting attacked from both sides.
Yeah.
I guess the black ones are the standard soldiers, and the beige ones are the advanced guard.
Could be. I don't know. I'm finally just seeing action. That's all I care about. You don't
Oh,
tell
you betraying bastard!
you don't tell the evil, your plan. So the rules of this thing, man.
You had no choice.
The needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few, or the one.
That's a steep price. She better be a good wife.
Best I've ever had. You've only been married once. Exactly. Peg tooth. I'm sure that won't be important later.
Oh, so he's betraying him for his wife, but he's also trying to like get him back. Okay. Like, I'm not sure how to feel about the doctor. I'm kind of like 50-50 on the fence with him.
Pretty sure it's still considered treason, though. I mean, I don't know about 8,000 years in the future, but right now that'd be treason.
Can you really say that the Doctor is being treasonous? I don't know if he's necessarily part of the military. He's just like
He did
there to
poison the
take care
king.
of Paul.
He did poison the king. That's usually something that all you take kindly to.
Right, true, but treason is usually something about like within the ranks.
Mm.
So I wouldn't call it treason. Is he still a dick? Sure.
Mm.
Oh, here comes Duncan, Idaho, looking old Games of Thrones.
Not to be confused with Mitchell, Arkansas, or
Oh wow, those
Bob Hawaii.
I don't know what those darts are, but they are a pain.
That wasn't wire work though. Jason Momoa literally can just float in the air and defy gravity to one.
Well, again, it's whatever kind of shielding they have that kind of like stops things from hitting them directly, like a buffer.
Still can't get over him without a beard. It's a really good look.
He kind of looks like a pirate right now.
When we have
Like,
the
I can see him
inevitable
in the next Pirates of the
reboot.
Caribbean movie.
Well, when there's an inevitable reboot.
I'm back.
Hey,
I may pop out myself now at this point. So I gotta make sure what's going on upstairs isn't somebody robbing the place.
cheesy poofs.
Cheesy cheese.
I swear, between this movie and Eternals, there's really been like a groundswell for sign language.
I think, yeah. Very good, yeah.
Like, I actually just saw the other day. I don't know if it was directly from Disney Plus or not, but there was like a little like promotional picture for Eternals, and it pretty much gave like the American Sign Language alphabet with Macari on the side. So it's like they're really trying to push it, which is a good thing. My sister's known sign language ever since she was in high school. She had to learn it when she used to work at camps up in the Mid Hudson Valley, because there
Right.
would be full week-long camps for deaf children.
Let me tell you something about sign language. Sign language, don't be surprised, it's going to be a universal language from now on.
It probably will be at some point. I would like it if maybe they simplified it a little bit, because
Yeah.
the placement of the thumb can mean one letter or another, and it's like, oh god, no.
Right.
Like, there's gotta be a way to make it a little more universal. I mean, we as humans, we know like 3 to 5 different ways of making a heart out of our fingers, but most of us don't know how to spell our name with it.
Oh, okay.
So you excited? There's a little bit of action going.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty much running roughshod over everybody. Like, House Harkonnen is pretty much just like ganking everyone.
I really think that with this film, I think the beginning they should have at least cut it down. I understand it's like pretty much you're trying to give a story, trying to explain the boy.
Context, yeah.
Yeah. But at the same time, I feel as though you should kind of dumb it down or cut it down a little bit and get rid of unnecessary plot points. If you get what I'm saying.
Right.
I'm not trying to say, oh, this movie is not a masterpiece, because it technically is.
Don't do it.
So, anything happen? Anybody say the S word?
No. pretty much Paul's trying to use the voice on this guard.
Okay. He's trying to use the Force?
The voice.
The Force.
The voice.
Okay.
It's still 5 letters, you know? Come on.
Question: did the father die, or he's still alive?
Not yet. No, father's not dead yet.
Don't spoil it.
Did the father die? No. Don't tell me that.
Well, no, he missed out on the whole thing where the doctor, I'm going to put this tooth in your mouth, and when you crush it, a poison gas is going to be released.
Yes.
So you'll die, but you'll also take out the big flying flat man.
Yes. So basically, if you ever need this, it's a suicide thing that will no doubt be important later on in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
That will kill you. As I had also talked about the fact that take care of our son if anything happens to me.
She's a lot better with the Force than he is. Oh. See, now you got me saying it.
Sorry.
Your pitch was too. You are not using the Queen's voice.
Exactly. You're a prince. You should speak more princely. It's a Frem kit. Fremulon. All right, we got about an hour left. 65 minutes, including whatever potential credits exist.
And you know the credits are going to be long for this.
Could be.
This has got to be at least a good 10-minute credit. Maybe 12.
I think in the original one, she was played by Virginia Madsen in a very pre-Highlander 2 role.
Yeah, Virginia Madsen always looked good to me. I think it was like the body of the hair, like the waviness. It added like dimension to her look.
Yeah. Apparently her brother, Michael Madsen, straight refuses to actually watch any movie that she shows up naked in.
Well, I mean, if that was my sibling, yeah. I guess he's still just crippled from the... Oh, they stripped him naked.
Yeah, he has very pert nipples.
He's holding up that table, dog. No.
Yeah. Yes, must have fat guy eating. It's weird. They have a brand new writing language, yet they still use words like kilometers, meters.
See? Traitor. That makes more sense.
I used the word traitor, and you're like, no, he's not a traitor.
No, you said treason.
Oh, okay. You're right. Deliver my wife from her agony. You killed my wife. Well, she's not in agony anymore.
Yeah, that's the kind of thing this guy would do.
Yeah.
It's like, I can't say that I lied. Can't send a truth seeker after me.
Well, it's true from a certain point of view.
Right, but that's why they didn't kill Paul and his mom. Because then a truth seeker would be sent after them, and they'd probably end up admitting that they harmed her, thus messing up the agreement between him and the witches.
Tennyson, a lie that is half a truth is ever the blackest of lies. Blech.
Oh, they killed him just like that.
Of course, he's
Man.
evil. He's evil.
This guy doesn't keep his word for nothing.
Well, he's not in agony anymore either.
So where's everybody else at?
As far as movie goes,
Mm-hmm.
your son is dead. Your concubine is dead.
Yeah.
135.
Tonight, the House of Atreides falls.
That's where exactly where I'm at.
We're at an hour 35 and 15 seconds.
Okay, so I'm with y'all.
Yes. We're actually all in sync at this point.
Ba, ba,
I think that's only because of your bathroom breaks.
Oh,
It was a glorious toilet break, and no one broke in upstairs. And there it is.
They're like, oh, we're getting out of here.
Oh, did Oscar Isaac die? Huh.
I'm going to assume yes.
I didn't see that coming at all.
Lies. Yeah, she senses the disturbance in the force. My God,
No.
how many things?
Her midi-chlorians are off the charts.
My God.
she knows.
It's the great disturbance in the force.
I swear, this thing is like the Mushoku Tensei of sci-fi movies.
What now?
All right, so there's an anime out called Mushoku Tensei, Jobless Reincarnation. Basically, it was like the grandfather of all isekai manga, which is what has led to a lot of the isekais that we've gotten in like the past 5-7 years. It just finally got its own anime adaptation, and it is glorious. They've stuck so well to it. But it is essentially where a lot of the tropes in isekai anime come from. This is kind of like that, where you see so much of the Matrix and Star Wars and other sci-fi tropes that we've already experienced, but this one did it first. Via the book, of course.
Gotcha. Now, Ryan.
Yes.
My mom had did something that you're probably going to be pleased.
If it's spice, I'm going to hurt you.
No. No, it's something with an Irish tradition dinner.
Okay.
Take a guess.
Corned beef and cabbage?
Yep.
Yeah.
So
To be honest, I'm not a big fan of corned beef and cabbage.
What? Wait, sorry.
The corned beef I can get behind, although I do prefer pastrami. But the cabbage
sucks.
Can't get into cabbage.
No, you got to taste her cabbage. Her cabbage is awesome.
I don't think any cabbage can be awesome. It might be better than some, but not awesome.
It depends who cooks it.
No, as far as traditional Irish fare, I'll always stick with more of a bangers and mash or a shepherd's pie.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Corned beef, yes. Potatoes, yes.
Well, it doesn't even have to be beef in it. It could be lamb, and it's still better.
Oh, yeah, I had lamb.
Actually, that reminds me. I got
Passover. Yeah, no, if you go for the right place for lamb, it's pretty good. Don't need the lamb jelly or any of that.
Actually, I got Passover coming, too. It's going to suck.
Yeah. Why it's going to suck?
Because Passover basically involves something called the bitter herb, which is basically horseradish. And my mother-in-law loves... Hey, Zendaya showed up again. My mother-in-law adheres very closely to Passover and always gives that horseradish. knowing full well that she knows that I hate horseradish. Let's just
Oh.
say that basically she does not do more than she doesn't do a spoonful.
Hmm.
Parkour.
That's actually that's nice. This is all one take if you notice it too.
Really?
Well, yeah, there's no cut in the action here if you see it.
Hmm.
Oh, the one is fighting
Yes,
with
and
his
still
drug eyes.
very blue eyes too. Baby blue eyes.
What is up with these blue eyes?
That's the future. It's coming.
It's part of what the Fremen. I think it has to do with like that nose tube thing.
Mm. He's getting premonitions like Anakin.
Well, this is him being the one
Mm-hmm.
sort of stuff. He gets it from his mama.
Refer to the prophecy of the one who will bring balance to the Atreides.
It's like, well, I'll show you this now, but we won't do anything about it until part 2.
Paul.
You get
Oh,
you get a sneak peek of what's to come, ladies and gentlemen.
so wait, this is basically him seeing himself going to the dark side.
Is she the dark side?
Oh, she said a word.
She said a word.
Mm.
And this is where he goes through his emotional teenage phase.
He's very rude to his mother right there.
You're not my mother. I am your mother.
You never gave birth to me.
Why'd you make me psychic? I wanted to be an artist.
You never let me do anything I like.
I wanted to do beautiful things and not bloody things.
I wanted to go out with my friends, have a little
Yeah.
spice, live a little, be a kid.
Get messed up. Cocaine is a heck of a drug.
I mean, come on. I'm sorry. I know you wanted to see this movie, but there is just so much about this that's like, oh God, I see this coming.
Are you crying?
Yeah, I
Like, I don't even remember the 80s version being like this telegraphed.
again, because of the fact they're turning it into a full epic,
Yeah.
as opposed to like a 3-hour film or by its standalone. But yeah, I know you threw me a bone on this one. I appreciate the gesture. I'm grateful. I'm sorry.
Well,
But
that's
this-
fine. That's fine.
but this also
you'll be
says-
able to make it up when I'm not here next week and you guys are watching the possible sing-along version of Encanto.
I can't sing. You don't want me to sing.
What the heck is that?
But again, I want to point out this was nominated for a whopping 10 Academy Awards.
Okay, but were any of them for acting?
Maybe. Best film was in there. I know that.
And ladies and gentlemen, that is a real rabbit a real mouse. Well, CGI'd, but
Yeah.
those are real mice.
Rooms. Yeah. Nominations for Best Sound, Best Visual Effects, Production Design, Music, film editing, picture of the year, makeup, hairstyle, and costume design, cinematography, adapted screenplay.
Yeah, so a lot of the technical stuff.
Yeah,
That
but best
makes
picture,
sense.
yeah.
I mean, from the movie standpoint, this is essentially like the end game of 2021.
Mm. Except Endgame, I think was better.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not saying
Yeah.
they didn't do it better, but as far as like all the movies that were released this year, this definitely has probably the most technical achievements.
Mm.
But that's the thing. It
Mhm.
can look pretty, it can sound great, but if it's a slog, it's a slog.
And it's a slog.
Yeah.
Yeah. How long is Encanto next week?
Not that long. I think maybe an hour 45.
Could live with that.
That one I actually saw in theaters.
Okay.
That was fun. I was hearing people sing "We Don't Talk About Bruno" before the song even started coming on. I'm like, wow, I was only maybe like 3 weeks late to seeing it.
I still never saw it.
I want to think you'll enjoy it.
Mm.
If you enjoyed the Mitchells versus the Machines, I think you'll enjoy this. Well,
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, all the Oscar films that you have picked, have been good. The one I
Mhm.
picked, not so good.
Well, the funny thing is, not only have I picked the ones that I think will probably have the best chance of being entertaining,
Hmm.
they're also, for the most part, the best ones that have a chance of winning.
Sure.
Certainly, I think throughout the award season, Power of the Dog has won the most awards.
Hmm.
And really, between the animated movies, it's probably going to be Encanto or Mitchell's vs. the Machines just because of
Hmm.
the pedigrees.
Unless some type of miracle, they just like, look, Disney,
Oh,
you got all
that's
the
spicy.
Yeah.
Oscars.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, but unless some type of miracle, they like, okay, Disney, you got enough awards. Just give these people an award.
Goodness
Where's
gracious.
Batista? Did he
Yeah.
die? Or-
Oh, yeah. What about him?
Well, Batista's part of House Harkonnen.
Mm. 49 minutes left.
Basically, if you're bald in this movie, you're part of the other side. It's like shirts versus skins.
So I'm
thank,
bald.
thank God I never played that when
Yes.
I was a kid. As a skin.
You are House Harkonnen.
Yeah.
Scott and I are bold Atreides.
Yeah, well, I always played shirt, which I think was a good thing given my propensity for large man boobs as a child.
What is up with this spitting crap, bro?
It's about the water of the body,
Mm.
sharing it as a sign of respect. They explained it when Javier Bardem first showed up.
What is this? Ukanga? What? Ukrang? What is it? Ukanga? Ukanga
Wakanda?
knuckles? Like we spit
No,
on you?
I know what you're thinking. You're thinking Ace Ventura: When Nature Calls,
No, no. I'm talking
where
about
they did the spitting thing.
Ukanda knuckles. The meme.
Mm.
I spit on you. We are.
Oh
We
yeah, he
are
does say that.
here.
But if you look at Ace Ventura and Nature Calls, it's like, spitting on the person is a sign of respect. That's when he just like rounds up that one loogie.
Yuck. Nasty ass.
It's almost
Oh,
30
sorry.
years since that movie came out, though.
Yeah.
Don't start with the religious talk.
And there we go with the religion.
So basically, they really haven't said that he's the one for
Mhm.
sure, but he's definitely playing it off. It's like a con game almost.
Con.
No, CON.
Couldn't miss the excuse.
But yeah, he's basically gaming the system and making
Mhm.
them try to believe that he is the one. Even though I guess some people won't believe it.
A prophecy misread, it may have been.
Yeah, no, once this thing went down a religious
Mhm.
path, it's like, okay, yeah, no, the Star Wars stuff is going to be heavy.
Mm.
Yeah.
The voice, the force, whatever you want to call it. These
Time for the new.
stormtroopers coming in with, their knives. Although I will say they might have much better accuracy than stormtroopers.
Yeah.
Now, as all this talk about the One, don't forget that there was a Jet Li movie called The One.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was also like multiverses and stuff.
It's a clever concept, but
Yeah. It's just that it could have been written better.
Like, had to
yeah,
kill all my other versions.
I like that idea though.
Imagine if they do that with the MCU. Spider-Man killing Spider-Man just to become the most powerful.
Well, they did that with Deadpool in the comic books.
Mm.
Yes, but
But
Deadpool probably
that's
used that as a
Deadpool. It's
point of
not
reference.
Spider Man.
No, it would never.
And don't forget, Deadpool did kill Deadpool in the second
Yeah.
movie.
And Deadpool will be in the MCU.
Yes.
So who knows? What if that is the third movie? It's pretty much just Deadpool killing Deadpool in the multiverse.
Very interesting.
Deadpool.
I mean,
Yeah.
it would be a great way to bring in Gwenpool as well.
There's a new season of What If coming out too.
Yeah.
He gonna die?
He's looking like he's sacrificing himself.
Thank you, Captain Obvious. Or Doctor Obvious.
He's on some Carl Drago shit right now.
Background guys, attack one at a time. He'll never see it coming.
Well, you can show that they're being funneled in.
Yeah.
It's like, damn it, if only this door was a little bit wider.
Well, I mean, you could all just line up like 6 of you side by side. Just wait for somebody behind you.
Oh, the last guy gets him.
There it is.
Oh, there's still more.
And
That
you
was
called
the
it.
first wave.
Right in the chest and the heart. Gah. Bleh. Oh.
Wow.
Hmm.
I gotta say, that's at least a scientifically accurate laser.
Yeah. By the way.
Like, practically a plasma cutter.
Like those lasers we talked about last week in Resident Evil.
Mm.
Yeah.
So is that all you got?
Come on, you pansy. Oh,
Still, one guy took all them down, so doesn't say much about their ranks.
No!
he's Sean Bean, Lord of the Rings, right there.
He's what Lord of the Rings is missing.
Jason Momoa. I don't know. Will he show up in the Amazon one in coming September? That supposedly $650 million project. Bye.
That's a lot of desert.
It is. Like I said, they filmed this thing in Abu Dhabi. Why does Star Wars always end up on Tatooine?
Apparently, the desert is just cheap real estate. Everybody can film there, and they won't like clash. It's like this
Sadly,
place looks kind of familiar.
I'm not
Yes,
sure.
it's every
I'm
other
not sure this
desert you've
movie
ever
has.
seen.
Not sure this movie has Pink Short Guy though. I don't know if you ever saw that, but there's a picture on the internet of Force Awakens. There was a sound mic guy that had bright pink shorts on. It became like this massive meme for a while.
I don't even think pink exists in this movie.
Haven't
Like
seen it.
it's been a lot of beiges and browns and blacks.
And the only time you see blue is in an eye color.
Yes, that's why it's so dramatic.
Hmm.
Even when they have the shielding when they fight, the blue versus the red coloring,
Hmm.
the flashes of it.
Matter of fact, to think about it, they shouldn't even look back because I think they're worried that the people are behind them, but they're really not.
Boom. Boom.
Oh, okay. That's to deter the sandworms over to them.
Hmm.
All right.
Smart move.
Well, what they're doing? What's that?
What, the
Probably
little thrumpy thing?
Mm-hmm.
It's basically giving a set walking feeling in the ground.
Yeah.
So this way the sandworms will be drawn more to that than, say, to her.
Mm. Lunch. It's thinking it's lunch. Oh.
Wow.
Yeah.
She didn't even make it out. Oh, they gacked her quick.
And they all look at their own blood.
Well, I guess they're checking to see if it's blood or water.
Hmm. That'll bring the sandworm probably. Yep.
Yep. It's like if I'm going down, I'm taking you with me.
There's a whole lot of that in this movie, isn't there? Oscar Isaac, Jason Momoa.
Yeah, basically.
Hmm.
Everyone's willing to make the sacrifice.
And now they find the Sith Wayfinder.
You are stuck on that. I don't know.
The Sandmaster has come to devour you all.
Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream.
Okay, so I know this is the future and everything. I get it. But if you know that you are going to be living on a planet where those sandworms are going to be like your biggest threat,
Mm-hmm.
why is it none of these contraptions or none of these people have any kind of self-destruct devices? They have missiles, apparently, but no one has a bomb connected to the things that if it gets eaten, it blows the thing up.
I don't know. Why do the ships in Star Trek not have seatbelts?
The
It's the
moment
future.
Why would it need seatbelts? How often was it breaking enough that it was going to like jerk them?
Dude, they fly. They bounce all over the place. Every time they hit a
That's when they're
nebula.
in combat. That's when they're hit.
Yeah.
the world may never know.
Even on an airplane, you're able to take your seatbelt off once you're up in the air.
Mm. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking.
Make sure you buckle up, use the breathing thing, and enjoy the ride because we're getting a lot of turbulence.
I must not fear. Fear is the mind killer.
Fear leads to anger.
Anger leads to hate.
Hate leads to suffering.
Leads to suffering.
Does that count as part of 7 minutes of Zendaya right there?
Jesus Christ.
I don't know. I said screen time. And if she's not on screen, I don't count it.
Jesus Christ, this movie.
We will be doing a review at the end of this. Probably that'll go up on YouTube, I'm sure.
You know what? I can't talk too much about Batman no more after watching this. I can't say nothing bad about it.
Hmm.
Okay, so that guy just pretty much went Obi-Wan on him and told him just go with the sand. Flow with it.
Use your feelings.
Use the
the floor.
sand. And then this person in a living condom.
I can't with you. Oh my god, did he just say living condom?
Well, I
Nope.
get it. I mean, for the mud pit, they probably got to protect themselves.
I think she's naked underneath that too.
Who?
That person.
Oh, okay.
Who's the bad
Dave
person?
Bautista.
There goes Dave Bautista, but who's the bad person?
Still using the metric system.
Right, because that's always happened to the protagonist. So this thing is basically healing him after the poison gas.
Okay.
So the thing didn't work. Spicy jokes.
Guys.
God, Jesus Christ. Okay.
For once, a ruthless political businessman that actually is slimy.
Mayor Giuliani?
Ooh, politics. Hey, 20 years ago,
I
everybody
mean,
loved
who
it.
knows? It's roughly the same color.
Oh, snap.
Oh, boy.
Oh, God.
He says slimy. That's the only, either that or Chris Christie.
Well, because look at them. It's
Yeah,
basically
Christie
what
was
you
all right.
think like the people at Exxon do in their daily baths. It's like they just swim in it. He is basically that guy who wears the mask while driving. It's like, you're inside! You're good!
You know what? Actually, my wife is one of those people that wears it because she wears it all day long anyway. That she doesn't even realize that sometimes she'll get in the car and drive home with it still on.
Well, I
Oh,
mean, to be
yeah.
fair, I understand if there are some people that maybe have like the health conditions that
Yeah.
are just playing it
No, she
safe.
just like forgets. She'll have it on for like 8-10 hours straight, and she'll come back to the house. It's like, so how was the ride back?
Right, but it's not like he's breathing spice, so I mean, he should be fine.
Hey, sit spice.
Don't. Lord knows what the counter's up to right now. I think maybe only 20.
I don't know. I
I
missed a
think
couple
20 to
early.
25.
I've kept the timestamp 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 16. I have 18, but I missed a couple before it.
Okay, so yeah, we'll say around the 20 to 25 mark.
I think it's safe, yeah.
Which, considering how much is in this,
Spices per minute.
dilution, I would say that's probably the alcoholic equivalent of 7 shots only.
What? What's seven
Only
shots?
only 7 shots on an empty stomach, by the way. Are we pointing that out?
Oh, no. I ate before this. I was
Okay.
smart about it. I wasn't going to be like empty stomaching this.
Wing
That's
fell
just silly.
Yeah, that's true.
And I got a sandwich for afterwards, too, because I know I'm going to have the munchies at some point.
off. Apparently, can still fly with missing a wing.
Again, it's not flying, it's landing with style.
I didn't know you could fly. Fly, yes. Land, no.
Any crash you can walk away from.
Exactly. Well, that's what landing really is, to control a crash.
Get your launch pad McQuack on. That scene just kind of reminded me of like when Dark Helmet and them escaped from the pod in
Mm-hmm.
Spaceballs. Spaceballs. There
Space.
goes the planet.
35 years this year for that movie too.
35. Ah.
1987.
I
Remember, I was
remember
like,
when Mel Brooks was here in Jersey for the 30th anniversary. I went to go watch it with a bunch of people at New Jersey Performing Arts Center. They
mm-hmm.
showed the movie. He was there to answer questions, all that good stuff. It's a
I'm
shame
like,
that there'll probably never be an opportunity for me to meet him face to face.
probably not. Yeah, I know there's certain people you just get disappointed you never get the chance to. He's definitely one of them. I think.
Well, this is the thing. It's like I miss George Carlin, and I was
Yeah,
supposed to see him at least perform live at the Union County Performing Arts Center, but his performance had to get canceled because he was in rehab.
Hmm.
yeah. It's been 14
So
years since he died too.
yeah, all the greats I miss out on.
Yeah,
I'm lucky I've seen who I've seen.
feel the same way. So I met Robert Loggia once, and that was pretty cool. He died shortly after that, but I still got like you get like cross certain people off your list, you know.
Robert Loggia.
Robert R as in Robert Loggia. O as in oh my god, it's Robert Loggia.
I gotta say, this was almost like the right film to be making during the pandemic, considering costuming.
Yeah, a lot of isolation going on in this one.
Yeah, very few group shots, and even then, most of the group shots, you don't know how many are real people and how many of them are just CGI.
Those are real people right there, though.
Well, yes, but I'm saying like those big sprawling ones earlier in the film.
Well, I can't speak for back then when this was shot, but now with SAG, you have to show proof of both vaccination and booster.
Hmm.
Hmm.
You know, it's a cut or dry. Either you get it or you're not working.
Well, my card's full, so I'm
Mm,
good.
Yeah, mine's is too.
same, but I know some people that aren't happy about it, but they can't do anything about it because it's like, well, you're not going to work then.
That's the studio policies watching their backs. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
basically like any other employer.
I know a guy who knew 22 people that died from COVID.
Hmm.
I'm only at 6, but he had 22. Hey, Zendaya. And that thing.
Hmm.
Got to be close to being done with his Nespa.
I almost feel like you should have bought like some energy drinks for this.
No,
No
no,
shit.
it ain't gonna help. It's not even that. It's just the story. It's just
Yeah. You know, it's funny. I almost feel bad for you, Ryan, a little bit.
Why?
'Cause I think you're enjoying it more than we are. And I feel like
Well,
I'm bringing it down. So I'm sorry about
this is
yeah.
why I'm enjoying it. Probably.
that.
That's probably what it is. But us, it's like we're sitting there like,
You think I wasn't playing 4D chess thinking about this? Like, if there
4D.
was anything I was going to do any kind of thing for, it would have
Yeah.
been this one, just to keep it entertaining.
I'm checking I have a March Madness fantasy pool going on right now.
mhm.
So I was checking that because March Madness started today. I gotta stand up and move again.
Jesus Christ, are you serious?
Please tell me that the honest trailers of this was just like, you know, people looking at things, people talking about things. I feel like I need to react to watch that too. Well, I finished my brandy like an hour ago, so this is not. So it's a little more, still of a slog here. Yeah. Dee, 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 dee.
Dude.
Oh God.
Yo. The moment
Have
when
you guys
Damien
read?
gets up like
Have you guys ever actually read
Some
Lord of the Rings?
motherfuckers just keep
Like
trying to
actually,
ice skate uphill.
have you guys actually read all the way through all 3 Lord of the Rings books?
no.
No.
This is quite literally what that would be if you took every single thing, especially Two Towers, and put it into a movie.
Devani, what are you doing?
No, I'm just straightening out my
Stretching.
chair.
Yeah,
Oh,
no, I
oh.
get it.
Wow, I actually do look thinner. I didn't even
Yeah, you
realize
look
it.
fine. You look fine.
Yeah.
Well, compared
I
to
mean, the
us, too.
Deadpool face helps, but
Well, by comparison to us, too. So, you know.
No, stop, guys. It's just that mine happen to be drugs. Hey, stop.
Drugs. Some are good, some are bad.
You're bad.
Drugs.
much
Don't
like
do it hard.
Pam on cocaine in season 5 of Archer.
Oh god.
Subtitled Vice. Not Spice, Vice.
I'm not gonna lie. They could have chopped
Uh-oh.
this crap down. I'm sorry.
By the way, can
They
we also
coulda
point
just
out the
chopped
book? Can we also point out the Book of Boba Fett had a lot of subplots involving spice on
Yeah.
a desert planet?
Oh, I'm sure there's reason behind that.
Oh yeah, guys. You know what? I beat y'all because I'm done.
Hang in there.
No, I'm done. The film is over.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
I'm at 211 and change. Really? What are you at?
228.
I'm
Really?
at 211 too, yeah. Wait,
Okay,
how
I
are you
was,
at 228?
yeah, I was gonna say, did you just fast forward it?
Nah.
He's like, no, I didn't fast forward.
I
Well,
ain't
fast forward
nothing.
back.
Darn it.
He just got chased by a worm and a worm
Yeah,
just popped up.
you got 16 minutes. Well, at least now I know we have 16 minutes left of this.
So you said 211?
Hang on a sec.
Oh, that's just a gaping anus.
211.52.
211.52.
That is a butthole.
That's
That is
oh my
completely
god,
a
yeah.
butthole.
That looks like literally looking into my cat's asshole right now.
It's like of all the things for you to come back to,
Dude, I
Devani,
swear to God, it looks like Scully's asshole.
it's got the tonsils in the back and everything. It's like,
Oh god. Okay, I'll take
Oh,
this
no.
torture. I'll take this torture since my friend gonna have to watch Evil Dead and a few other horror films I'm going to select.
Yeah, should we revisit that again? Doing it for charity. Gonna raise money for St. Jude's, probably for, maybe some other stuff, other charities in there too. My general hatred and contempt of all things, horror films. I would probably recommend possibly having like a set medic nearby, in case I suddenly break into a heart attack. I need CPR immediately. Yeah. It's like think of the charity.
No, you're not gonna die, bro. It's just gonna be certain scenes that I'm gonna give you Evil Dead first because I think it's more gore than it is scary. You hear me?
Oh yeah, I hear you.
And then we're gonna gradually get to the nitty-gritty of horror.
Oh, so you're giving me a teaser horror first before you?
Correct.
Okay. Oh, that's nice of you. So,
it's horror. Yes, it's going to be scary, but I don't think you'll be catching a heart attack.
Oh, that's good.
that's
You'll
how
probably be like,
I just won't go to sleep at night. I'll sleep with.
You're probably going to be biting your thumb off, but not heart attack.
Yeah, maybe I do need to do this like Obi. He can't handle horror either, but at least the two of us can, suffer together.
Yeah. What's the other film I was thinking about? And I met the cast from the film too. Oh god, last year. Crap. The one where everybody goes to a haunted house. No, not a haunted house, an abandoned house.
Well, House on Haunted Hill. I remember that one from the 90s.
Not that one. It's like they threw a party, and the party got I guess got canceled or whatever. Not that many people showed up. So they want to spending the night, like a little bit of night, and the girls are dressed up and stuff, and they start teasing and stuff. But then one of the demons possessed one of the girls, and then every time she mains or bites one of the girls or something, they turn into the spirit jumps onto them too. And I gotta find out what the name of that movie is
I
because
saw
I got
Crimson Peak. That was all right. I mean, that was all right.
nah. You need scary.
Well, Crimson Peak was just weird.
Yeah,
You know, her giving her hand job to her brother at the end of that.
that's not even scary. That's just creepy.
That was just weird. Yeah.
Yeah, that's creepy. Oh, oh, psychological horror.
Okay.
American Psycho.
Yeah, it's too mainstream. I'm looking for like niche,
Okay, so something. So
like a
those
Dawn, like a Dawn of the Dead or something like that. Yeah.
no, none of that is no, yeah,
But
yeah,
I think you see what I'm saying though.
yeah.
Something that's really, really a niche horror film instead of like a little more mainstream.
We could do Tales from the Hood.
I don't know if that would be scary, really,
No, the
for him.
first one was a little bit scary.
The
Well,
first one was the best one,
here's
yes,
the thing.
because
I could
everything
always
else
throw.
looked
I could
cheap
always
by
throw it out on.
comparison.
I could
I
always
would,
throw this out on
yeah.
YouTube or Twitter or anything like that to get a poll to find out like which one what would you recommend that I do for this? I'm sure people would have their opinions too.
Right. I'll basically put a poll. I could put a poll.
Yeah.
Or ask people. But I definitely got a horror girl that I know. She'll definitely
Which, by
give
the
me.
way, I want to just point out, you're mad at both of us. He's really the only one that's actually giving you ideas and telling you what to watch. I have
He
said
does,
nothing yet,
he does seem to be taking control with a certain delighted glee in all this.
which is completely fine. I mean, I've
Yeah.
taken control over this. Devani can have the horror stuff.
Yeah.
Like I'm more nerd, comic bookish, and also I guess hanging out with the individual that basically put me into horror,
Mm-hmm.
basically like evolved my taste into it.
Yeah. I mean, I may throw a poll or two out there too. Ironically, it'd probably drum up a little publicity. Hey, Zendaya, in possibly her last scene in the movie.
I'm trying to think.
She has words too. Dude, she had like one now.
Wow. That is a blow to his teenage ego. All these dreams he's had about her. It's like, you look like a little boy.
Hey, look,
Like, this isn't what I dreamt.
I'm not a little kid.
I'm just having a beer with my mom.
I'm
That's all.
not.
Yeah, you're a little keeper. You're a little keeper.
It's like, give me the gun.
No, I don't want to. I want to be a man.
I wanna.
I
No.
want to be a man.
No.
Give me the gun. You want to be a man?
I don't like sand. It's coarse. Get it.
I'm trying to think what other horror film will basically do, because then a lot of these other horror films.
I have spoken.
A lot of these other horror films don't really do anything.
Ah, Christ.
Well, I do got. Would you think Brightburn will be considered horror?
I don't know that one.
Which one?
Brightburn.
Not enough.
But will it fall under horror?
It would fall under horror, yes. Much in the
Okay.
same way anything about demonic possession would.
Because it's like, think of a dark, sinister version of Superman at a young age.
That's the thing. It's almost a little bit too of a campy sort of plot line that I don't think it's going to hold the attention like something that's really
Really dark.
You want to have something that people have seen, recognize, and embrace. So right now, I mean, I'm not just saying for real, but like you said,
like I like the way you're thinking. Something that maybe a little James Gunn adjacent, like Slither, would probably be a better choice.
Correct.
And not whatever the Kevin Smith one, Red State.
I never saw
Oh
this.
yeah, the
that one I already know how that ends. So
you never saw Red State?
Mm-mm.
Basically, it was Kevin Smith trying to do like a serious thriller type movie. kids get kidnapped. There's a lot of religious undertones. Basically, he's making fun of backwater zealousy.
Hmm.
Hmm.
And I think he followed that up with yoga hosers.
And Tusk.
That was the one. I'm sorry. That was the one I was thinking of. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. The same guy, the one who plays the guy in the wheelchair in Tusk, is the preacher in Red State.
But I know that was Justin Long in Tusk,
Yes.
Yeah.
who was phenomenal in Zack and Miri Make a Porno. God, I love him in that movie.
Oh yes, that was.
Dude, he was so great in that.
Yes.
So,
Like, I'd never expected that voice from him.
yeah.
Wait, Nickelodeon chic.
Had like a real Harvey Firestein thing going on.
Well, it's when people didn't have a problem with Harvey Firestein too.
Correct.
Actually, I'm sorry, Harvey Weinstein. Shit, Brooks.
Yeah, no.
Firestein,
good.
Yeah.
Weinstein,
Wrong.
no.
Although, didn't Firestein get in trouble too? Didn't Firestein get in trouble too?
For what? Last I heard, he was part of Hairspray on Broadway.
I never he died in Independence Day. But
Yeah,
Hello,
I never heard anything
boys.
bad about him.
I'm back.
oh yeah, well, there we go. I was gonna say yeah.
I remember having that VHS.
And it
Yeah,
worked.
my parents had that on VHS too.
Yo. I still never took it out of this cassette.
Yes, we can tell it's shiny.
Still, wow, credit.
It got beat, like the cover is beat up, but it was like it was well worth it.
Nice. You got a good collection behind you too.
Thanks.
I just love how you guys are actually distracting yourselves from the movie, but I have to be the diligent one watching it just in case they say spice again.
Oh, sorry. Thank you for your sacrifice. Well, we're at 221 now, so.
Well, yeah, we're definitely near the end.
Yeah.
Probably after this little battle off. That'll be
the
it.
Sacrifice.
You know, this thing that chews up the nose kind of reminds me of Battlefield Earth.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's probably where Battlefield Earth got it from.
Well, I was going to say Battlefield Earth. I don't know. When did L. Ron Hubbard write that?
Must have been the 80s, wasn't it? I remember the commercials for Dianetics always coming up in the 80s.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
A fresh look at today's problems. 1982. Yeah. All right, so it's possible. Keep waiting for a reboot of that, too.
Well, wait, when did Dune come out?
65.
Five.
No. The
movie? 84.
Yeah.
Yeah, 84. Sorry.
Yeah. And then Battlefield Earth, the movie, was 2000. I remember, the movie theater said we would actually be able to watch it for free if we watched, if we paid to watch Shanghai Noon.
Wait, what?
Yeah, the movie theater I was at, if you paid for Shanghai Noon with Jackie Chan and Owen Wilson, they'd let you watch Battlefield Earth for free. And we did. We're not turning down, dude. We're not going to turn down a free movie in the theater. Say you want us to do this? Like, yeah.
It's like they let you. It's like we're not going to force you. Trust me.
100% did. It blew
my
my mind.
God.
It still wasn't worth the money.
Oh wow.
Now, if you had told me like we'll give you $5 if you go see the movie, that I would understand.
You know what? It was
wow.
It was a Saturday afternoon. Me and a buddy of mine were just like, all right, why not? I have some interest in it. I wouldn't pay for it, but I'll always watch it.
Wow. Wow.
Not worth the money I
This is
spent.
fight to the death, and he's just not trying to kill him.
Is he toying with him? Yes.
That's just like somebody when I went to the movie theaters and they suggested to me to watch Gran Turismo.
Okay.
And I forgot the movie they said between that and another movie that they told us not to watch. It wasn't worth watching. And we went to go see Gran Turismo, and it was really good.
Is he actually going to kill here, by the way?
Or he's already dead.
Stabbed him.
Omae wa mo shinderu.
Fatality.
And that's got to be official, right?
Yeah.
Your soul is mine.
Paul wins.
You will be next.
I've never killed a man before.
And here comes Zendaya. Or Zendaya. However you pronounce her name.
Zendaya, I think, right?
Or is it Zendaya?
I was sort of like,
Zendaya. And I was like, I'm coming. I'm going to hug you. I know you want an emotional wreck.
I think he's ahead of us, Scott.
yeah, I believe he is too.
What? I am?
224.58.
Yeah, dang! I'm 225.
Okay. Well, yeah. Okay. There's the arm on the shoulder. If that helps any.
Yeah.
Arms or hands on the shoulder.
You do this
Mournful
every
music
time,
continues.
Donnie.
Huh?
You do this every time.
Yeah, I know,
Hey,
right?
not my fault.
I
It's
just
like,
wonder if this
yo,
stream is
I don't
setting.
know what DVD stream you have, but it's just like high speed.
I'm using my phone with Fios.
Phone with Fios. If I could get Fios in my area, I'd probably get it.
I thought you had Fios. I thought Fios is all over the place.
No. Fios is one of those things where it's like it's a third option.
Okay.
Every area always has like a cable company, a satellite company, and possibly Fios.
I got Fios here. I just haven't made the switch yet. You're one of us, love. A life for a life.
Which I don't understand that crap. Like a life for life. For what purpose, man?
My father came.
One more for the road.
There it is, Spice.
I gotta try that.
Now that I think about it, I probably should have taken a drink every time someone said water. I'd probably be worse off.
Water.
Yeah, I think you were okay in this case.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, I
I mean, you
expected
still
them
had
to
20
say
something.
spice a lot more, but then I'm thinking, okay, this is still just part one.
Mm-hmm.
If I had gone by like the original Dunes movie runtime and everything, I'd probably be a little bit worse. But this,
And also, if you wasn't so watered down, what you had too.
yeah, this has
Yeah.
been like stretched out and let's say diluted
Mm-hmm.
to the point where I really haven't had to worry.
Don't get me wrong. Like it looks like a really good film. I watched the film. It's just that I feel as though they shouldn't have never add all these scenes in the film because
Yeah.
it felt like it was more talkative than
Well, again, this is
getting to the point.
that thing where it becomes like passion project material because this was all for Denis Villeneuve. This was what he wanted to make. That's why he wanted to make it in two parts.
Yeah.
But there's a difference between being an auteur and going ahead and creating your artistic masterpiece. Fine. Don't get pissed off when people don't come to watch it because it's boring. And then say, oh, comic book movies are the problem. Because that's what he did.
Yeah. Scorsese too. So.
Yeah. But my thing is there's some good but there's some good Scorsese films that I do enjoy. But you can't blame comic book films for some failures that you're creating.
Well, it's funny. Just today, I saw the report that, what was it? Jared Leto said that it's funny that without the Marvel movies, theaters would probably be extinct at this moment. Or that theaters can only exist right now because of Marvel. And he's not wrong.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Look what Spider-Man No Way Home did.
Well, not just that, but I'm sure the anticipation for Doctor Strange coming up in May. It's coming up in like what, 5-6 weeks,
something like that. Yeah, but the point being is that movie theaters were pretty much dead, but No Way Home brought back an energy and an excitement that had not been there for like 2 years.
Right.
And even before then, you still had at least 3 other Marvel movies that were doing their best in 2021 to try to bring people into the theaters, or at least whatever theaters were open at the time. You still had Black Widow. You still had Shang-Chi. You still had Eternals. Marvel tried more so than probably anybody else did. And that's just talking MCU. That's not even talking Venom 2. So I mean, give credit where credit's due.
Right.
So, all right. So basically, at this point, as Devani has probably passed out from boredom, I want
Yeah,
to
he
get your
didn't nearly
thoughts.
drink as much as I did, I think.
Either one of
No.
us. No, he drank far less than we did. But at this movie, at 2 hours and 35 minutes in length, curious to get your thoughts. It's been nominated for 10 Academy Awards, which is an impressive number. A lot of it granted on the editing side. But give me your thoughts on it. Like it, hate it.
I'm going to
Meh.
start.
Go ahead, please.
Don't get me wrong. The film was a phenomenal film. Fantastic setup. Awesome setting. Awesome story. It could have been better.
Mhm.
I just felt that they dragged too long. And when I say too long, audience, I mean too darn long. Like, it's unnecessary. Like,
Yeah.
I'm watching this film. I'm like, from the beginning all the way to the middle of the darn film, like, okay, bad enough it's 235. At least you got to keep the audience interested, not prolong it for almost half of the film, where it's just dialogue after dialogue after dialogue.
And the same sets also. Desert.
Yes,
Or inside some kind of a temple inside the desert.
right. And it's just like, okay, now I'm getting bored. Now I'm getting tired. Why the
Yeah.
heck? This is the moment where you fall asleep. This gives me more of an appreciation to the Batman movie. Love Batman movie. Because even though in the beginning it was a little slow, it picked up. Not at the middle,
The
but
payoff
towards,
was there.
yeah. So it was like, okay, I get it. But this one was more but I understand why it is being nominated. But
Oh
as a
yeah.
person, for me, I'm gonna have to do a split personality type rating for this.
Mm-hmm.
Personality for me, as a fan of comic books nerd, straight to the point and stuff, I would have to give it a 2.5.
Out of 5?
But 2.5
Out of
Out of
5,
5.
not out of 10.
out of 5, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
But as
mid-range.
a person that's looking at art, the setting,
Mm-hmm.
the setup, the story, doesn't matter how long you get to the attention, I will give it a 4.5
Mm-hmm.
Out of 5.
because of what the whole story is about. So, yes, it's not my cup of tea. Would I watch this film again? Hell no. Just to let the audience know, hell no.
Yeah. I mean,
But
you go ahead, please. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
but I understand why I got nominated and got 10 awards.
Oh yeah. I guess I'll take this and I'll turn it over to you, Ryan. Yes, the setup, the art design, the set design. I mean, the immaculate work that went into setting this whole thing up was beautiful. The set dressing that went into it, the lighting, even the smoke work, that went into it too. I mean, they cranked that smoke up hardcore, which is pretty damn tough on cast and crew when it comes to it. But you muscle through and you deal with it. It was great aesthetically, but that movie could have had a half an hour at least trimmed off it. And I think it would have made a better movie overall, a better experience. Because, like you said, it is so much about people walking in the desert, people walking in a temple, people talking in a desert, people talking in a temple, that there was so little actually happening that it disconnects you as a fan because you're no longer invested in it. Now, we've done a few movies that have been 2.5 hours in length. Last week we did something, I don't remember what it was, but I mean, Power
West
of the
Side
Dog.
Story.
Oh, yeah, thank you. West Side Story. Or Power of the Dog, I think the week before. Both these movies were 2.5 hours in length, but they were engaging and they kept you involved. This is just that person's talking to that person. And then that person over there is walking, with this person. There wasn't enough actually happening to keep the audience going. And yeah, I think your scores are on point. 2.5 overall, out of 5, 4.5 out of 9 as far as the setup goes, which for me, I don't know about you, drops it like right in the middle, like a 3.5 out of 5.
Oh, is it my turn?
Yeah, I'm sorry, yeah.
Okay, so. No. I'm not as tipsy as people might think I might be, but
You're not as punk and dribble. You're not punk and dribble.
Again, that's probably more due to the writing on this, but what can I say that hasn't already been said? I mean,
Mm.
yeah, visual landscapes of deserts and explosions and stuff for the kind of setting that it is, it looks fine. Although you're not exactly working with like the most detailed, elaborate makeup of things
Mhm.
either. Like I look at this and then I think of something like Pandora from Avatar. It's like apples and oranges.
Mhm.
So forgive me if I think that the desert, especially after watching so much on Disney Plus from Star Wars, if it look a little boring. Now, are there some good concepts in this? Yes. The
Mhm.
whole political aspect, the religious aspect of things, it does heighten the sci-fi tropes a little bit further than I would think, because now everything has like a little bit more weight than they would in your standard sci-fi epic.
Mhm.
But as far as the acting and the writing and everything, it's just at some points it's heavy-handed, and at
Mhm.
other points it's just dull. And the actors are doing the best they can with what they're being given, but they are being given so much,
Yes.
and that can take a toll, I think, on just the
Yeah.
performance, because you're working with entire languages, you're working with entire
Mhm.
vocabularies, jargon that, unless you are a diehard fan of this franchise, it's going to fly over your head. And the best you can do is just try to get like the concept of what they're saying, not really what they're saying exactly.
Mhm.
So you can get lost in this movie easily. I think that's why it was so good to pan it at some points. It almost has like, if this was almost a little bit worse, easily could have been a Mystery Science Theater 3000.
Hmm.
So
Well,
will
also
I watch the second one? Only if I have to. But I will certainly not choose
maybe
to.
not. Yeah, maybe not in this case, but just
Hmm.
here's one thing I'm just going to add to this. When you think about your target audience right now, the 18 to 35 crowd, I guess is arguably the best way to say it.
Right.
Would they be your type of person who would be interested in this? And I got a hardcore no on that.
Yeah.
I mean,
Exactly.
it's a very artistic film, which is more geared towards the 50 to 75, the older crowd. The faster paced mentality that the millennial generation has, would not be able to sit comfortably for this for, I don't know, 10 minutes, 15 minutes before that phone comes out.
But I think that's also plays into the part of the casting.
Mm-hmm.
I think the reason they cast some of the people they did in some of these roles was to get that demographic interested, because you
Could be.
already have so many characters from other, let's say, universes that are being put in here. It's sort of like, hey, it's not comic book movie, but we got all your best actors.
Yeah, the member berries are strong in this one, yeah.
Right. And
So,
then also you doing the sell, like, okay, and I agree with you. It's just the fact that you're basically bringing a lot of all these people that is well known from the 18s to 40-year-olds, or but then it's like, and not only that, you got newer audiences that doesn't know nothing about Dune.
mhm.
Dune.
Yeah.
When they watch this, they're gonna be like, what the, I'm sorry to say this. Can I say it? Can I
Go
say a
ahead.
bad word? Can I
No.
Do
say
it,
a
do it,
bad word?
do it, do it.
It's like, what the fuck is this?
No.
And
Yeah.
also, just to play into my point that I said, as far as part two is concerned,
Yeah.
we're seeing them still trying to go ahead and try to get like the most brazen young actors into the film, because you already
Mhm.
have Florence Pugh being cast, the new Black Widow being cast, and Austin Butler, who
Mhm.
we've seen in the trailers for the new Elvis movie. He's been cast in the Sting role,
Mhm.
so you'll be seeing him with his black leather speedo on at some point, I'm sure. And it's
Yeah.
just,
It was a
you're
grind.
not slick, Denny. You're not slick. We,
It was
we
a
understand what you're
grind to
doing. We
sit through.
understand what you're trying to do.
You know.
So don't be surprised if we're not necessarily going to drink your Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, I think in this case here, if you did turn this into an actual drinking game outside of spice, I think and it was something a little bit harder than what we took in this case. I think it could be a lot more enjoyable. But
Mhm.
unless you've got a copious amount of alcohol in this one, I think it's real difficult to sit still.
Right.
Drink only about that much.
Yeah.
Only half.
Dude,
I was
disappointed
so
in you.
bad. I ain't even hit the freaking
Mm.
bottle. And
Dude,
this
I
was
didn't even get into the second bottle.
And you
Like,
call
I'm a
yourself
little
Irish, do you?
disappointed.
You call yourself Irish, do you? So, but
And they
All
made a
right.
Wednesday spice melange. So what am I
So
going to do with the
that's
whiskey now?
hey, you got part two. Maybe you got a spice melange in there, but do you think we're
No,
good at
no,
this
no,
point?
no. I'm sorry. At this point, with it being St. Patrick's Day, if I'm going to be finishing off any of this, I am having some Boondock Saints movies on right now. That's the only thing that's going to be able to clear this up. You want to talk about something that's entertaining?
Mhm.
Yes, it's stupid, but it's entertaining.
But I'm good at this point, unless you guys had anything else.
I'm good.
I can't say much of myself. I mean, obviously, come next week, it'll be the finals. You guys will be singing Encanto or watching it only. I don't know which one you want to do, but and then of course we will have the Oscars on the 27th. That's Sunday. Which are we doing anything for that, or are we saving all the results for Tuesday's show?
Maybe saving for Tuesday's show. I don't know. I'll figure it out when we get closer. My question is, in this case, the Oscars is going right up against March Madness. I wonder which one's going to win. I would go
I mean,
March Madness
considering
on
the
that.
nominees.
I would go March Madness. Sorry.
Well, I mean, I can't say I've been too much of a person when it comes to NCAA basketball. Although West Virginia all the way any day.
I've got
But
I've got money in my March Madness pool, so I'll be interested
okay.
more in that.
And stay tuned for my decision after these short breaks.
Yeah, we'll figure this out.
Don't tease
We'll
people like
figure out
that.
what we're gonna do, but
But
I
yeah,
don't
that's
know.
going to be interesting for the
I'm
shows
gonna
that we'll have the week after because
Mhm.
I'm sure the ratings will be able to come out on Monday and
they
we'll
Right.
know
they
whether or
could.
not this experiment after the 2 years of the Oscars that they've had, where it's been
Mhm.
like almost not a show, and in some cases may have been better for it, or if this trio of female hosts and the first time they've been back doing a big theater type show will pay off.
Mhm.
I am hesitant, but
Same.
then
Like I
again,
said,
I'll
I
also
think
be on jet lag from being in Disney, so I'll be stuffed on like Mickey Mouse chocolates and stuff. I don't know. I don't know what
I
I'm
think
eating
if
yet. All I
March
know is I'm
Madness is
eating all week.
I think March Madness, especially if it's going to be a team like Gonzaga, or Baylor or any of those major teams that are there, I think that could take a really really big chunk out of the Oscars.
Oh yeah, no, because I mean, at this point, we've seen enough Oscars over the years where it's like we know if there is a favorite,
Hmm.
that's probably the one winning.
Sure.
There's rarely ever an upset in these sort of things. Whereas basketball, there is a little bit more thrilling stuff going on.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
much faster pace in this case. 2 hours, so it's nice and cramped. Usually, most part games are about 2 hours. So yeah, you've got a lot more energy and excitement going on there than you do seeing a bunch of massive A-list people that you're never going to meet in your in regular life, droning on for 12 minutes straight. As basically someone who works in the industry, and I just really just trashed like the biggest
Yeah.
event in it, the Super Bowl equivalent of it. But all right, anyway, I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna call it at this point. I think we're good. So, anything else, gentlemen?
I would like to thank my mom. I would like to thank
Mhm.
my Steam
Yes,
team colleagues. I would like
Mhm.
to thank Geekcaster.
You
I
know what?
just threw the hat over there for this Oscar.
Mhm.
You know, it was a great time. Yes.
I'd like to thank all the little people, but compared to me, you're all little.
I'm telling you right now, if I had to do a speech, cheers. Have a good night.
So you're literally basically what you're saying is it's the Alfred Hitchcock version where he just says thank you and leaves.
Yeah.
Basically, I mean, yeah, people will be upset if you don't mention their names or something during your speech, but if you don't have a speech, they
Mm,
can't be mad.
that's true, yeah.
Yeah,
So
because it's
I
like
had a
who else can you preach about?
yeah.
Yeah.
I'd
I
like
mean,
I'd like I'd
they
like to
get you in the docket afterwards, anyways. The post, session that you have after you've walked off stage. Then I'll thank everybody because that will still go out to everyone, anyways.
I'd like to thank Craft Services for having those phenomenal turkey sandwiches that they had on set.
Like
Actually,
my agent, my manager, my
yeah,
hairstylist, the person that shaves my pubes, everybody.
No. I would like to thank that jackass director right there. Yeah,
exactly.
you right
Yeah,
there.
You put me
Yeah.
through some drama, but damn it if it didn't work. No.
Go fuck yourself for making me do that take 96 times, but thank you for this. You're
Yeah.
number one in my book.
Thanks for the Oscar.
Yeah.
So sad that you didn't get one, but thank
We'll
you.
we're never seeing each other again, but thank you. So, all right, gentlemen. Thank you as always. I appreciate.
No problem, man.
So, yeah, I'll probably clip some of this and put it up on YouTube anyway. So,
Oh yeah.
so
Yeah.
Yeah, we got
Well,
enough to work with on that. Ryan, you and I'll probably talk afterwards, I think so.
all
But
right.
all right,
With that
gentlemen,
being
and then
said,
Okay, I guess
we'll
I'm
keep you
out the
posted with
circle.
regards to the charity live stream about horror. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. So
yep. We'll see
Relax.
you all
Just,
in 2
just
weeks.
relax.
yes,
Happy
yes.
St. Patrick's Day, everybody.
Yes.
And enjoy
Don't
Florida.
get too drunk
So
and hope you get lucky.
yeah, clearly. So
You know I'm going on vacation with my family, right?
No, I ain't talking about you. I'm talking about the audience.
Oh, God.
I was gonna
Gee.
say, yeah, I was gonna say
I was
we're
about
gonna
to say,
go
I'm not
for
meeting anybody in Disney.
No,
the.
I said I hope the audience get lucky and your luck goes gold and don't get too drunk. Because the